Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Lucian the Bad Burbs, joining by my co-host, Lucia the Panic Potato. We're here to do some roulettes. I'm finally leveling Sage. I've gotten kind of back into the game. I have been actually leveling my casters. I got Pictomancer up to 100. Yeah, I went that far. I got Red Mage and Black Mage up to 91. But we're gonna go sit down and work on Sage today, just because the queues are faster, less time, with some downtime, more time getting some other things like done. You know, we're not sitting here caught up or anything. And today's the Pictomancer storyline playthrough will be done tomorrow. Raid for tomorrow was canceled, unfortunately, due to kind of a lack of involvement from the team. Probably could have kept going and found people, but it's been a long week, and I just... By the time Saturday was rolling around, I'm like, I don't want... we'll take a break, so... We're going to be doing some FF14. So, yeah, let's go ahead and... So, we're going to be talking about a few different topics today. No, it's still 9 minutes. Okay, sorry. Adventure and need expert being DPS is rare, hence why I was going for it. We're going to talk today. I'm finally going to try to sit down and talk about my convention last weekend, which means we're going to be talking a lot about Horus Heresy. What's Horus Heresy? Everyone who was not here Wednesday was asking me. Horus Heresy is the best fucking shit on the planet. No, I'm kidding. I go back and forth on the game right now, but Horus Heresy is kind of my intro drug into 40k. It's more colloquially known as Warhammer 30k, or basically it is the Civil War that kind of... It's a game that takes place during the Civil War that sort of made the Imperium of Man in 40k what it is today. In Warhammer... Warhammer 40k is set in the year 40,000, though we've moved on to the year 41,000. Or rather, set in the millennia 40,000. We've recently, in the storyline, moved on to 41,000 because the storyline was getting stale with not much to do. So we're moving forward with the storyline, which is great. It's actually really good and healthy for a storyline. It's led to more interesting stories, less stagnation, more growth in the thing. Overall great, and I really do love playing 40k. But the thing that got me into this game was the books, way back when. And the books that I started with were Horus Rising, Horus Rising, I know the second book, and I'm going to be mad I didn't get it right. Horus Rising, False Gods, and, oh, fuck you, game. Horus Rising, False Gods, and Galaxy in Flames. So those were the first three books I got. I also did get Flight of the Eisenstein. However, I didn't get Fulgrim until much later. That's more a personal thing than anything. Fulgrim was actually a really great book, and I loved it when I finally got around to it. But, I couldn't afford the books at the time, and I was also getting big into comic books. But that was I basically, after that, I got omnibuses to give me something more to read, but also give me kind of, that sort of differenting storyline. So I always told myself if I ever discovered that there was a game set in the 30k, or if I could ever find a group of people who would want to play Heresy level events, that I would do it. And then, like I said, Horus Heresy is basically the Civil War set in the year 30,000 that set up what would go on to take place in the year 40,000. Or rather, set up the Imperium as it is in the year 40,000. The game is based off of loosely war. So, first edition Horus Heresy was based off of 7th edition, which was coming out at the time. It was basically a rule set you could play over top of 7th edition. Though it did come out shortly. I think it came out during 6th edition, but was updated to 7th edition when the 7th edition rules were announced. I had found a group of friends who had gotten into the game, and I was so, like, enamored with the system that I was like, oh, hey, you know, if I ever found people who were playing that, I would absolutely get into the game series with them. So, and that's basically what happened. That's basically 100% what happened. I had friends who got into the game. Get away to here. So I got to the game in 1st edition, and then kept playing into 2nd edition. And more or less, the main difference between Horus Heresy and 40k is we're doing Origin Story of Lucis Fascination with Warhammer, but Horus Heresy is absolutely focused on just Space Marines fighting other Space Marines for the most part. As somebody who showed up to an event this past weekend as someone specifically not playing Space Marines, I like playing Custodes. When Custodes came out, I was super all in on them, bought them before they even had 40k rules, and got super happy with them. They've kind of fallen off my affection train, but not enough for me to want to get rid of the army, unlike a bunch of other armies that fall off the affection train. It's not that I don't love them, it's just that it's hard for me to enjoy them when they are such an elite army and they make other people have bad play experiences. But it's not the army's fault or my fault, it's more just slight frustration mixed with whiny players being whiny players. No one wants to get wants their asses beat that bad, but you know, I digress. That's a different problem. But yeah, it's very much a Marine versus Marine with a couple of tertiary factions thrown in. There's the Mechanicus, there's Ahoy contingent, but there's the Mechanicus. There is 2 different flavors of Imperial Guard: the Solar Auxilia, which is a more elite version of the Imperial Guard, and then there is militia / cultist forces, which are more closer to your atypical guard squads. My meds taste lovely today. So, you know, those are your different factions, and then the big thing is that each legion in the game has different special abilities. For instance, World Eaters always get +1 additional attack on the charge on top of the base attacks you get, regardless of if it's disordered or not. Blood Angels get +1 to their wounding capability while on the charge. Alpha Legion are treated as being 2 inches further away. Dark Angels get 6 different special rules that you get to pick per squad, but each squad only gets 1 of those special rules. That's another one. Iron Warriors get +1 to wound with shooting against vehicles, dreadnoughts, automata, which are basically Mechanicum special troops, and buildings, so on and so forth. You know, each legion, you know, you see what you say, each legion gets a special ability, a special reaction, and then special warlord traits tied to them, on top of there being generic ones they could use. Custodes have a special rule that basically say that they always hit on a 4+ no matter what, and anything that has an a level of skill of 5 or better, which 5 is really good. 5 is basically when things start feeling like elites in the games. And Custodes have 5s across the board for most of their skills. You know, it becomes good. Custodes are a little more they have some different problems, and I really should try to invest more into Sisters of Silence to balance up my list just a teeny tiny bit. Alright, I don't have Pepsis. Using a shield just to go into heal would not work. Oh well. But yeah, you know, that's kind of the gist of the game. So we went to an event that was 0.5 tournament to 2.5 narratives. They technically, missions were set up mostly by Swiss pairings, but everybody in the game was doing narratives. There were one of the TOs would go around the table, would be like, "Hey, do you want a special like mission effect to happen in your game that could affect the outcome of the overall narrative?" We had, as individuals and even groups of people, we take on Oaths of Moment, which I did and we'll get to later. And, you know, there were various things that, depending on your interactions, or games that you won, or missions that you played, that could change up, like, the flavor of the event. So I showed up with Custodes, which are my golden banana boys. They are very... I tuned the list back to not be as brutal, which is funny because bringing more elites actually tuned my list down rather than bringing less elites. But that's because in the new edition, in order to control objectives, which are ways that you score points to win game, you need line units. I have to take 2 line units no matter what, but Custodes line units are cream of the crop good. And for Custodes, they're also cheap, so you can bring a lot more of them than you can most others, and they're better in almost every way to Space Marines. Their shooting is better. Their bolters have more consistency to them. Their range is better. Their ability to hit is better. Their strength is better. They ignore basically everyone's armor type in the game that isn't a tank, and some of the lighter tanks they can actually wound. You know. They're overall very, very powerful faction. I tuned it back by I brought 1 nasty unit of elites, which was my, hey, this is the thing that you need to be afraid of, and I told everybody who's like, hey, this is the thing you need to be afraid of whenever they were interacting with it. And I always tried to tell my opponents, like, here's what I can see in your list that's going to be a danger to me that you're going to need to be able to flex on me on, and I would kind of actually avoid it a little bit. This was more to try to give my opponents better play experiences, but sometimes I didn't have a choice. They would just ram their good into my hyper elite murder death squad and just be like, well, their hyper elite murder death squad's going to kill you now. But I digress. I basically brought 2 regular squads of that, 1 veteran squad of Custodes, which basically have 1 additional wound and have access to these completely busted-ass weapons called Meridian Swords, which I had 3 of, plus my HQ that had 1. That's basically just this elite HQ, but with a slightly better weapon skill. And I brought 2 Dreadnoughts, a tank, and a transport. Overall, I would say that this is a pretty tame list. If I wanted to be more gross, I would have replaced one of the Dreadnoughts with another tank. And instead of bringing the Hyper Elite squad, I would have brought another line squad in order to have better scoring, but I felt like that was a bit too cheesy. So we kind of went with that. My first game of the night was on Friday. It started a bit late because my opponent just didn't show up on time. Because he had forgotten models and had to run halfway across town to go get them. Or had to run a block away because I was in Boston to go get them. So when he got back with all his stuff, the game started like 30 minutes later. I played Traitor Salamanders, and it was a young player. I think I probably wouldn't have pegged him as older than 17, and I mean, like, I wouldn't have pegged him as older than 17. He brought Traitor Salamanders. He had 1 cool unit of Assault Marines painted up in, like, the old Badab War paint scheme of Salamanders, which was this, like, garish yellow, black, like lava camo, which just it looks bad, but somebody actually going out and doing it is like mad props to you for actually doing that, you mad lad. So that was my first opponent. He did a subterranean assault, which is cool. It's basically like a drop pod assault where everything kind of deep strikes in turn one. It's just instead of it coming from the sky with drop pods, it comes underground with these mining things. Basically the same plot line, just different style, and the mining equipment has different weapons on it that make it a little bit more useful as a support piece over drop pods, which kind of drop in, do a lot of painting when they all come in, but don't quite do a lot of anything else after they get there. Unfortunately for him, he had a mishap during his deep strike. 30k is a lot more of a nuanced game than 40k, and which is what leads me to have an affection for it, is that unlike 40k, you can do a lot more specialty things in 30k that is gone if, like, to put it in like a Dungeons and Dragons terms, if people might not know. So, if you've played 5th edition or 4th edition, modern 40k, 10th edition especially, is kind of like 4th edition. Rules are very straightforward. There's like once you pick a path for your character, you go down that one path. That's kind of it. Games are very kind of straightforward. With these are what your rules do. This is the interactions you can do. There are more nuances to it than that, but it's kind of like a little bit more basic. Whereas Horus Heresy is a bit more like 3.5. You could do a lot of crazy tech and interesting things, and there's a lot of deep lore that kind of goes into it that doesn't exist in 5e or 4e. That's kind of your differences between the two games. So he deep struck in front of me. I basically wiped out, or he deep struck had a mishap. I could move him within 24 inches. Rather than putting him in my back line, I put him in front of my entire army, which just gave me the ability to wipe him out. Now, he did do a good job of trying to remove as much stuff as possible, and he did remove one of my dreadnoughts, but there was so much of my stuff, and I was just scoring points like left, right, and center that he just could not keep up with me. That was my game one, and I like I said, won it rather handily. I believe the final score was 12-2, which is a huge discretion of points. Some Heresy games don't get up to 10 points, and I scored 12. Now noted, this is a narrative event, so there's a lot of other places to do things to score extra points because of narrative reasons, but even then, it was still just a lot of extra points. I basically tabled my entire opponent. I think he had one mining he had one plane, which I couldn't shoot, still on the table at the end of the game. My next opponent was one of my friends, Mike, also known as Riker Turris. Yes, he does share a name with me. He plays Night Lords and had a very narrative-themed list. He also took an Oath of Moment. So both he and I took an Oath of Moment on day 2 for 3 games. Both of us had a limit of 3 games each, and both of us had Oath of Moments. Now, his Oath of Moment was really cool. He basically was Night Lords. He was trying to kill all of the he was trying to kill all of the civilians. There actually was narratively civilians that you could like hab blocks and stuff, and basically he was killing all of them, which was cool. It was cool of him to do that, and it actually had narrative impact where if he had failed, the Night Houses that were one of the big NPC players would have basically been more negatively affected and pushed away from the traitors' cause and pushed into the loyal. If he did them all correct, he basically could remove a couple of cubes from this like big war table, or some VP from hab blocks. I don't remember. But either way, he got big like bonus effects. From what I heard, he did complete his oath, and he more or less forced me in a position where I could keep him from completing his Oath of Moment, but lose the game, or complete the oath. That wasn't very cash money of you guys. Or he could have, or I could have won the game, lost the game, but prevented his oath from going off. And I felt like I didn't want to take away him from doing his oath, especially so early on in the event. So I went for the victory. Even then, I probably still, there was a chance that I could have lost both of them if I had failed a leadership, another leadership check, which I had almost done. So yeah, that was kind of like our close game. He gave me, overall the entire weekend, he gave me the closest match that I lost. He got 5 points to my 7. Had I failed my leadership check, it would have been 4 points to 8. I think he would have taken the objective that I ran to after I did, and that would have been definitely a big game. So, you know, almost victory for him. That came down to 1 dice roll. This is pretty much the closest game he and I ever had. Had we had about another hours of time, I think it would have been a little bit further apart game. But there's no guarantee that I actually wouldn't have lost by more, because he would have had more chances to go and score points that I could not have actually prevented him from scoring. So the game actually might have grown further apart, but that's doesn't matter. That's a what if. So that was my second game. Or that was my first game. My second game was another Oath of Moment game, and this one was full narrative. It wasn't a standard tournament game like most of the other ones, where this was one of the special narrative campaigns where both of your warlords and their attached units start in the middle of the table, and then on one side of the table is your army, on the other side of the table is your opponent's army. And how it was done was Abaddon took an oath of war to kill the it had to kill the next warlord in single combat, which we just grouped up as just like when fighting each other. His warlord unit had to kill my warlord unit. And that would have been game. Or he would have completed his Oath of Moment. He also had to win the game, but he had to kill my warlord with Abaddon and or Abaddon's retinue. My Oath of Moment still required me to kill every single character in every game that I am. I had completed my Oath on the first game. I had not completed the Oath in the second game. Was going to be a lot harder though, because on top of the Abaddon, who is not a pushover in Heresy. He's much less of a pushover in 40k, but he's not as much of a pushover in Heresy. He's got Eternal Warrior, which means I can't instant death him. He's got a lot of wounds. Oh no, wait, he can't be instant death. He has a special rule for campaigns that means he can't die in the campaign. I think it's like Blessed by the Gods or some shit. But he has... He's a really tough opponent with high weapon skill and high initiative, which makes him very tricky to fight against. Luckily, my HQ specializes in fighting, or my shield captain specializes in fighting HQs, so I get bonus initiative, which basically let me go over the top to kill Abaddon outright, which was great. But that game, I almost lost the Oath game on. I ended up wiping his entire army as well, but he had he had 2 HQs, one in the back that was a Master Signals that usually was supposed to work to help Abaddon deep strike in more safely. Abaddon already was started on the table, so he was less important, so he was hidden in the back because he knew I had an Oath of War to kill his guy, and he really, really didn't want to end up fighting it. But I have a lot of ways to get across the table very quickly, even having to go the full 64 or 60 inches long table edges across the board, so he definitely had his work cut out for him. But one of his other characters was a knight, which he forgot about until turn 2, which did change up how a lot of things were working, because at that point I was actually not, like, I was like, oh, this is a problem. This was because my opponent had brought a knight that actually was a character. Now, for those who don't know, knights are huge mecha. Think like a BattleTech sized mech, or even like a small Gundam. That's basically what I was having to fight. And I had to kill that with a dude in very fancy power armor and dreadnoughts who were like 12 feet tall. It was not an easy battle. The knight is an incredibly tough opponent. But they have some low weapon skill, they have low initiative, but they can instant death my custodes, which makes it... Other Marine players don't have as much problems dealing with knights, because it's like, oh, it's whatever, it's one model that can't deal with my whole army, but with me having so few models, it's one model that can actually put a lot of hurt into my army. Turn 4 or 5, I killed the knight, but the knight in turn killed my warlord, which nearly cost me the game, but I won on secondary objectives. So I canceled out his Oath of Moment, but still managed to keep mine because I killed off all of his characters. The one he was hiding in the pack, I was able to get jet bike squads across the table and into the backlines in order to get at them. And he actually ran away from them, but he ran into another squad of custodes who came out a transport and was just able to wipe them out. So, That HQ was very, very easy to kill. No problems with that one, but the knight definitely gave me problems. So that was game 3. We're going into game 4, and I'm playing Brennan from Table 8 Gaming. If you don't know, Table 8 Gaming is a friend of the channel. They used to stream a lot and stream very specifically war games of all types, from BattleTech to Conquest, Argument of Kingdoms, to every type of Warhammer game, from Heresy to Old World to things. Now they're just a YouTube channel. They do still have a Discord, and their Discord is very much alive and poppin', and is very Warhammer focused, though there's a lot of friends in there, so we keep up the chatter and keep it very friendly. So, among that group, Brennan is the I think he's the guy who's like the heart behind the story and kind of but is one of the two co-hosts. Brendan plays World Eaters, which, as I pointed out earlier, World Eaters are very aggressive on the melee. However, I am kind of a strong counter to them, as I go before them and hit harder than they do in melee combat. So, you know, overall positives. Overall a good showing. He brought a Kaitan, which is kind of a demonic melee knight. A Kaitan is a corn-based knight that is... It's a very deadly knight. It's actually got decent weapon skill, and against troops, it can do a lot of damage. And the other thing is that he well-placed his knight. Even though I went first, I actually couldn't get at his knight because the way he positioned his knight was behind some cover so that my tanks actually couldn't draw line of sight to it. He then the Kaitan basically became a one-man wrecking crew for my entire faction, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. I threw my elite units at it. I managed to pull off a wound. I threw a dreadnought at it. I managed to pull off 2 or 3 more wounds. My tank shot at it a few times, took off 2 more wounds. You know, I really could only do so much. Turn 4 comes up, and I have 2 choices. I can either I could either I need to give myself some healing. I could try to kill the knight. If I kill the knight, there's no guarantee the rest of my stuff lives, because he has 2 dreadnoughts that have las cannons, and those las cannons are going to be very much deadly to me they can kill my tank. Actually, they did end up killing my tank in the next round, and they could, while they couldn't ID my guard squad, there was enough stuff left there that they could probably remove most of the remaining ones, and he could have started running away with his HQs, preventing me from being able to do anything. I probably could have scored the points, but I couldn't necessarily score the... I could have scored the objective, but I could have lost out on the oath. I had gone so far with this oath. I had killed Brennan's Warlord. I had killed Mike's 3 HQs. I had killed a knight that was a character, Abaddon, who, again, reminder, no slouch. And another HQ that was running array like a fucking rabbit. You know, I had done a lot. I was not going to lose my oath at the last minute to a 50-50 chance of me ultimately failing to kill his stuff. So it was with deep regret that I lost the game, fired my tank at Brennan's last remaining character so that I could instant death him. And I did. I successfully instant death his character, secured my oath, but his Kaitan came in, killed my last 5 custodes, and his 2 dreadnoughts shot my tank, and the first one actually successfully managed to penetrate the armor of the tank and blow it up in 1 round of shooting, costing me ultimately the game. Mathematically speaking, I should have killed Brannon with the tank. I would have been able to kill him with the tank, no problem. His dreadnoughts probably would have killed the tank, but my custodes definitely had the range to get in and kill his HQ, regardless of where his HQ went. Which, again, would have saved me the game. Instead, I lost the game, but won the narrative, which I was there to play a narrative event. In my case, it was a victory, but victory in defeat is only Pyrrhic. And that was the end of my 3rd game of the night. And it was fun. I actually had a lot of blast. I've been workshopping how, as a Custos player, I would deal with the Kaitan in the future, but oh man, it's a fucking brutal beast. It's not easy to fight, for sure. So that was Game 4. Now, Games 5 and 6 were on Friday, and was the end of the event. My first game, Game 5, was against channel friend and Soulsborne mentor Ben, aka Demore, and his Thousand Suns. Now, Ben showed up with only the stuff he was planning to play the weekend, much like I had a few extra things, but mostly just had stuff that I was planning on playing for the weekend. I didn't bring Valdor, I didn't bring a bunch of other HQs that definitely could have changed up the timbre of my games. Instead, I just brought my stuff, and I brought my 2 lists, he brought his 2 lists, and he and I ended up playing a game against each other. Now, Ben has the most experience fighting my Heresy Custodes, followed by Carudo, who is another friend of mine who plays Alpha Legion. Both of them have a lot of experience fighting my Custodes, and they kind of know the secret sauce for fighting Custodes. For those who don't know, if you ever end up in a situation where you somehow convince yourself to get into Heresy, the more expensive Warhammer game, full on you, and you end up going to a tournament as a traitor, full on you, goddamn traitors to the Emperor, and unfortunately find yourself in a situation of fighting a Custodes, super fulls on you. Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Mike. I'm one of the few Custodes players you're ever going to run into, and we're probably playing in Washington. Part 2, the secret sauce to fighting a Custodes army is guns. Lots and lots of guns. Custodes are the best melee stat line, period, in the game, and there's some solid reasons for it. There are a few Space Marine units, the Possessed Dreadnought kit, the Justarin Terminators, the Phoenix Guard Emperor's Children Terminators that have better weapon skills. There's definitely some HQs that have better weapon skills and better initiative values. There are armies that can really boost their strength up so that they're even wounding Custodes on 2s. The problem is that when you have these abilities, you trigger the special trait of Custodes, which is the Nemesis trait. If you become a Nemesis unit, Custodes can no longer hit on anything less than a 4. This is a big deal because in 30k, weapon skill isn't static. It's based on your skill versus your opponent's skill, and then there's a chart for it. The higher your weapon skill, the harder it is for your opponent to hit you, and the easier it is for you to hit your opponent. The higher your AP value, the more likely chance you have to break your enemy's armor. It's not a armor reduction, it is an armor removal. You either need to meet or beat the armor save with the AP value of your units. So, that's... Custodes have an AP value of 2. There is not an armor save in the game better than 2. There is no 1-up armor save. 2-up is the best you get. And with a 2-up armor save, with an AP2 weapon, you're punching through the heaviest of armors. Against vehicles, you actually get a bonus to making them explode. And the only way to make them explode is to have a minimum AP value of 2. But one of the things is that if your weapon skill meets or beats your opponent's weapons, if your weapon skill beats your opponent's weapon skill, they hit you on 5s. But Custodes can never not hit you on 4s. They also have a base weapon skill value of 5, which means most elite units that are used to hitting other units on 3s are only hitting you on 4s, and those that do still hit you on 3s, you usually only have a fair few number of attacks. They're usually HQs, or in the special case of the Dreadnought, the Marigal Dreadnought, a Dreadnought, or a Knight. So, you're in dangerous waters when fighting Custodes on their turf. What you need to do when you're fighting Custodes is you need to keep them at arm's length. You have to hit them with anti-tank weapons because they're tougher than tanks. Because the thing with Custodes is that while they have an elite profile, they do not have Terminator armor. Now, there is a Terminator armor variant that is a 2-up, 4-up invul save, but most Custodes have a 2-up, 6+ invul saves. If they have shields, they have a 2-up, 5-up invul save. But that shield actually cuts into some of their other abilities, so it really hampers them. So, most of the factions are a 2-up. Most of the army is a 2-up, 5-up. Or 2-up, 6-up. So if you can punch through my invul saves, there's very low chances of me saving you. Now, there is some exceptions, like I said. Terminators, the Terminators do still save on 4s. Your HQs do save on 4s. Your Primarch Constantine Valdor saves on 3s. Your Dreadnought saves on 5s, and if you have shields, Presidium shields, you save on 5s with those, but those are exceptions, not proofs. If you catch my drift, they help you do the work. They don't necessarily they're not exactly the standard. And some of my armor is on 3-ups because whoever was writing Custodes rules fucking did like 3 shots of vodka when they showed up to work after doing 5 shots of rum before they left for work. Because some of these rules make no fucking sense. But I digress. So with Custodes, you need to hit them with what you would hit a Terminator with. The problem is most people try to fight Terminators in melee and hit them at I1 because most Terminators are carrying I1 weapons, so they'll actually get really hurt in the counter swing when you're swinging at the same time. Custodes don't do that, so you want to keep them at arm's length. You never want to end up in melee with them if you don't have to. Unfortunately, Ben did not have a list that could do that. Ben's Thousand Sun list did have a number of shooting, but he didn't have anything that could stick multiple wounds against me, also known as instant death, which is when you do double the toughness of somebody's army. I should talk about that. In the game, there's this mechanic called instant death. Some weapons just come with instant death. Some weapons have an ability called Murderous Strike, which causes you to have instant death on an X+. And some I should keep up as well. I'm so busy talking, I have not thought about it. And some there should be multiples or rolls missing. Swear to God. And some models have what could be affectionately known as so some models do instant death. If you have twice, if the strength of your weapon is twice the toughness of your opponent, you also get the instant death roll. Ooh. Where's my better cookie? Nope. You guys are in the 90s and you haven't made adventure plates? For shame. Shame these group. I don't actually have to think. But yeah, no, it's definitely one of those situations where Ben didn't have the tools for the job. He did a very good job at trying to keep me at arm's length, at fighting me on his terms. Unfortunately, my speed, my ability to advance much faster than most other armies, and my sheer durability in general kind of kept him unable to really handle my my custodes. He put on a good show, but I believe that game came down to 9-3, maybe even less. However, during that game, we did have a special event happen where a night pilot was found outside of his mech. His mech had been destroyed during the events of the Titan Walk before, which was an event I did not participate in, but that's because that event went till 2 a.m. and I needed my fucking beauty sleep. So I did not participate in that event. We found I found a night pilot. He could have killed the night pilot, but he thought it would have been more narratively cool for me to have something fun to use at the end of the day. So instead of killing the night pilot with his HQ that was a special sniper, he just kind of fucked off and stole an objective instead and tried to go for the gameplay. He and I talked out the gameplay, and we agreed that basically he would have scored a little bit more points on the objectives, but he really wouldn't have done too much to be able to stop me. I more or less controlled much of the board, and overall, I think he got 5 points to my 12. It was something like ridiculously high point scoring for me, and like a difference of 5 to 7 points for him. Overall, good game. Ben still has stuff at the end of the table, which is better than some of my opponents have, but not by much. My last opponent was Alpha Legion in Zone Mortalis. So now I have to talk about Zone Mortalis. What's Zone Mortalis, you might say? Okay, that monk said they have to go. That's the Lalafell friend. So shoot, where is my train of thought? So Zone Mortalis is basically tight, close quarters in caves and space stations and ship hulls. And it has different rules for how you can get on the table. There's like reinforcement points. You spend those points to get on the table. You know, some stuff like that. They got all their stuff on the table, but I had 2 units of HQs. Or rather, I had two line units that definitely gave me more work for scoring points. Then I picked up a third because the knight I picked up was actually able to be played in Zone Mortalis, and it was also a line unit. So I basically had the advantage of I had the advantage of of how I could score my objectives. I had my advantage of how I could stay in the game. You know, basically my opponent could not do anything about how I was scoring points, and that definitely made things very hard for them. More or less over the course of the game, I just slowly took objective after objective, and they really couldn't do anything to stop me, unfortunately. So, I won the game. Overall, I believe I talked to Liam about it. He said I made the top 4 cut of the tournament. If I had won the game I lost, I actually probably had enough score that I could have taken the top general spot for the Loyalists, but I'm glad I didn't, because I actually kind of would have felt at least partially guilty about it, but only partially. I did get some fun hilarity happen where where the event runners were like, "You actually are probably the best sportsman here at the event, but you know, nobody likes fighting custodes, so we want to give you more tickets for the raffle because we feel like you deserve it because of how you're acting and how you're playing as a player. But when we thought about it and we discussed it with a couple of the other players, they would have been a little annoyed if we gave away special trophies to somebody for sportsmanship, we noticed. I felt a little bad about it. I wish they could have given me some because I really did only get 2 of the tickets for best sportsmanship. One of them was because my friend Ben, who I played against, who would have given me a ticket, we only had 4 tickets, and because I played him on the 5th game, he had already given his to his first 4 opponents. My buddy Mike, who was the first person I played who actually had tickets, absolutely refused to give me tickets. Part of it he felt was because he was playing somebody he knew. Part of it he felt was because he was playing Custodes, and he's like, the only way I'll give you this is if you lose the game to me, which is kind of a dick move on his part. But I at least got the whole, I don't want to give it to somebody who's a friend of mine when I only have 4 tickets and there's 6 people I'm playing against. Because from my friend's point of view, I was the only loyalist that they could fight. From my point of view, I had 6 actual friends who I could have fought, which meant that I had much less of a chance to get, I had much less of a chance to get it if they were going to be like, oh, we're not giving them to friends. So that was just unlucky on my part. Made me feel kind of bad, but what can you do? I'm tiny and red. Sorry, just concentrating on this a little bit. But yeah, so my last game was Zone Mortalis, where we had to control each corner of the map was worth an objective, rather than being objective markers in them. And I basically was able to... yeah, lore accurate, Lucia, Red Edition. Basically, I was able to control all four corners tables very easily. I killed off his ability to control table quarters. Not on purpose. He actually kind of threw those models at me, so I went and just attacked them. Which felt weird, but I'm not complaining. But yeah, so that was the event. With the ultimate, so there was an ultimate like story map where we were actually fighting over a map. You know, at the end of the turn, if you won, you got to put some objective markers down. If you lost, you got to put some down, but you had less moves than those that won. I think if I'm here, I'm fine. Yeah, it's close. Overall, I had a good time, and it's definitely one of those that's made me excited enough that I'm going to do the next one in July and probably the next Everwinter. They're going to continue the theme. I'm thinking 2026 Ironweld, if they have a 40k narrative event, I'll probably do that. If not, I'll probably still do another Heresy event. Brought him to the tank because I'm smart. You know, I'll probably do that, but I do want to try the I do want to try some 40k narrative events when I get a moment, because, you know, especially painting my Lamenters, I would rather get to do some narrative events with them, having fun with like my tough sad boys. They were really cool. The 40k narrative event and the Horus Heresy narrative event actually shared a snack room, where all of them got together and put together snacks for the entirety of everyone participating in the event. So we all had drinks. There were waters, Gatorades, food, stuffs, you know, just basically everything you would need. I am getting out of MP. I didn't even realize I was getting that low. I mean, they look ridiculous. I'm trying to go back and forth between, do I think that's cool or do I think it's dumb? And I think I'm going to go with it's dumb. Oh, you game. That's an annoying noise I haven't noticed till now. But yeah. I guess I could go into it. So, but yeah, that was the Heresy event. I had a lot of fun. Talking about Heresy in general, like I said, Heresy is, strictly speaking, I like playing 10th edition 40k, and I liked 9th edition 40k at the end of 9th edition 40k. It's probably my favorite way to play Warhammer. I'm not as big a fan of 2nd edition Heresy, but it really feels like the rules writers really needed to let the edition cook for about another 6 months, and the release schedule said no. Like there was some strictly bad decision making, in my opinion. In Heresy, in the 2nd edition Heresy book. One need only look at the Thousand Suns and how none of their shit works properly to kind of really see it. That being said, you can definitely win events with any army. It's just, there's definitely some armies that got better treated than others. The fact that God Dark Angels is one of the most popular factions this edition because their rules are varied and interesting. Even though that army does not do a lot in the Heresy's like main narrative, kind of goes to show like how better written rules could do it. But I would still say Heresy is my more preferred. Like, if I was told, oh, you can only play one system forever, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'll probably play 40k, but more because I can find more people to play it, not because I like the rule set better. Like, because 40k rule sets go back and forth. They have been multiple rule sets that have made me stop playing the game of 40k. That has not been the same for Heresy. I've always wanted to play Heresy, even during the downtimes. It's just if I had to choose, I would probably choose. If I picked a game and everybody I knew would swap to it and play it, so I wouldn't have a shortage of opponents, I would probably play Heresy because I like Heresy more than I like 40k in terms of lore. Not that 40k's lore is bad, I just like the Heresy a bit more. That's kind of my opinion on it. Jesus, I feel like I'm pumping through MP so much faster. Yay. But yeah, Baby Lucia, back in the day, back in his early college days. Got into Warhammer. He learned about Warhammer as a tabletop game by himself. Like, I definitely didn't. Like, nobody told me about these games. I discovered them on my own. I was always interested in Dawn of War. I always thought that game looked cool. And I will kind of have to partially admit that that's why I play... I got into the series in the first place, was watching those games and being like, oh, it's like StarCraft, but cooler. Turns out StarCraft was like it. But slightly less cool. Who knew? Not me. Not Baby Lucia. So I got into the, I discovered the game, and then I went and looked online, and was like, oh, hey, there's books on this. So, after discovering that there were books on this, I, of course, got some used copies of the books back when Barnes & Noble and Books A Million did those things. They don't anymore. Kind of sucks. Feel like you missed out on some things when they don't do things like that. But hey, you do what you do. I think if I stay here, I'm fine. I do not want to stay here for a while. Stop chasing me. Ow. Yay! GG. I'll just leave. Ooh, double comms. So yeah, I went from I got into the books, the first 3 original books, then I got into the Space Wolf Omnibus. I decided if I ever got the game I would play Space Wolves, which was my first army to play. My first, and I played 40k for a while with Space Wolves back when I had a car when I first moved up to New England. Quit the game when I was in college because I also didn't have a car and it was hard to transport my army. Plus, I got into a different game that I actually will quietly admit I still like better than 40k, but like better in terms of the old days of that game. It's been bought by a new company. It's not the same, so I don't look at it with the same eyes. But there's a game called War Machine and its sister game called Hordes. The two games actually are interchangeable with each other. They're basically a steampunk and primal fury game. Basically, you get giant robots and giant monsters fighting against each other. It's a super cool game. Iron Kingdoms is a really great setting that I would love to run something in someday, but for right now, we'll shelf that as unrelated to conversation. But I could actually transport that army around in a way that I couldn't with the 40k army back when I was driving around on a scooter. Which is the gist of that part. Towards the end of college, when I finally got my own car, I actually discovered friends of mine playing 40k in my lab around the time I was actually getting ready to sell my Space Wolves. But I ended up, instead of selling my Space Wolves for War Horde stuff, I actually sold my Space Wolves for an Eldar army, which was the army I played for 6th and 7th edition. Then, during 7th edition, after said friends and I started to get closer, I discovered that they were playing Horus Heresy, a game I had known about for a while, but didn't think I had anybody I could play with. But when I discovered that my friends, Karyudo and Keysby were playing Heresy along with Ben and Demore, I was like, cool, I would love to get in Heresy. And I got into Heresy. I was interested in playing Salamanders. At the time, I had started gathering a Space Marine army to myself as well, and it was going to be Salamanders. I like Vulcan. I like that he's a nice guy. I didn't want to go back to Space Wolves because the Space Wolves that I had played didn't play the same as they used to, and I had grown a little bit away from them as a faction a bit. I could probably throw in a quick Trials run for that little bit of extra experience. And then I ended up swapping to Imperial Fists, and I actually really did like Imperial Fists for a while. All my friends were traitors, but I did like Imperial Fists for a while. Ooh, this is a dummy thick boy. I don't know which one of these guys is going to be it. I don't remember this fight at all. I have food. Yeah, so that's how Baby Lucia got into the game. Now, the faction I went with, all my friends were playing traitor factions, so I didn't want to be the odd man out. I didn't want to be the friend that when we went to events was always playing on the other side of the table from people, at least not at first. That has long since changed. But back in the day, I didn't want to be that guy. So I was trying to find a traitor faction. I was going with Emperor's Children, but lore-wise, I had started reading all the listening to all the books in audiobook form. Shh. Okay, good, we didn't die. But yeah, we'll start listening to audiobooks, and Emperor's Children were definitely a faction I didn't want to get into. And for some reason, I really just wasn't feeling getting into Space Wolves. To be fair, their book came out, and they were a little on the busted side. So it was one of those, like, why do it? Do these still explode and kill you? Okay, no. trying to think. So yeah, that was kind of sort of the start and end of that. I was trying to figure out a heresy army, and I really hated the Ultramarines back in the day. You have to understand, modern Ultramarines, great. Original Ultramarines, like 40k Ultramarines, especially in 5th edition, fucking garbage. I won't go into why. The author of that series of books gets way more hate than he kind of deserves, but definitely he had a favorite, and they were Ultramarines followed by Grey Knights. Either fell off the edge. Alright, checkers. Very good. Sorry, just a little focused. But I really, so back in the day, I really hated the Ultramarines. You know what other faction really hates the Ultramarines? Where is it? Where was it? We didn't kill the thing that would have made us go over it, which sucks. So, while everyone hates Erebus, and this is one of the reasons why I can confidently say nobody hates Erebus more than Wordbearers players. What that man did to our boy Argyltal cannot be forgiven, and will not be forgiven in the court of any law. He did my boy dirty, and he deserves everything that goes wrong with him. Unfortunately, Erebus is one of the few characters that has, like, Disney villain aesthetics that don't Disney villain. Why are you throwing that divination out, like, 2 years after it matters? I got that divvy after I already went through my rotation and did maximum damage her. I forgore. I forgore. Yeah, let's go punch this thing. Alright, there we go. Through that part. So I played Wordbearers. I feel like Wordbearers. So for those who don't know, Wordbearers have this, like, in the first Heretic, the Wordbearers are one of the only factions that believe in the Emperor as a god. That's a big thing in 40k, which everybody believes in 40k. That's not actually true in 30k. In 30k, the Emperor is just a man, a very powerful man, but a man. However, Lorgar, who is raised on a religious planet, sorta, kinda, maybe, possibly believes that the Emperor is a god. You've fallen off the edge again. I'm literally stuck. Yeet! Oh, that's a sprite mechanic. Please don't stand near me. Okay, can you guys just not pay attention? Is that physically impossible? Ow, my body should not have been hurt. Ugh, okay, let's get out of here. No, we're not even going through the door. I'm just leaving. Guys, I gotta leave. I gotta get out of here. Ugh. Yeet. But yeah, so word bearers are oddly, they hold a weird place in my heart because um, yeah, false gods, no, not false gods. First heretic. It's a book about the word bearers, and I like the opening page. It was like, oh my, I actually wasn't a good believer of gods until the massacre happened. The massacre of Monarchia, which was basically a Jerusalem built by the word bearers who believed in the emperor as a god. They were the most fervently loyal and strongest belief faction in the emperor's cause. That they just also believed him as a god, and there are no gods in the emperor's secular imperium. But I guess I could start shooting out invites, so I'm not like super off filter. So yeah, my beliefs in do I have a 7th man for today? Or 8th man for today? I don't know. Yeah, sorry. So, they basically their whole faith and beliefs are shattered. And I was reading this book around the time I was having a lot of problems with faith and religion. There was a lot going on in 2004, 2005 with how Christians were reacting to certain things going on in the world that really were making it very hard for me to continue being a quote-unquote good Christian boy, because I was starting to have problems with not necessarily my faith, but other man's church, not necessarily my belief in God, but more my belief in people as a whole. And that's as religious as and in political as I'm going to get. We have very specifically no politics speech here, so that's kind of just my shtick. With that, that's as little as I'm going to go into it. But at the time of listening to this book, I really felt the word bearers' lack of faith and their need for new beliefs very keenly. It was something that very much spoke to me, and so I clicked with it, and I started to grow to really love the faction. The fact that the faction hate the Ultramarines almost as much as I did before other editions dropped, definitely led to me enjoying the faction a lot. So I got word bearers, and I actually had my word bearers up until I think last year, maybe the year before that. But I had word bearers for a long time. Most of the reason I got rid of it was to make space. I got rid of that army to make space. I got rid of that army because there were new things dropping for Horse Heresy, and I didn't really want to stick with it anymore, and I wanted to change my army around. I do have a White Scars army, who I would probably say is still my favorite legion in lore, but not necessarily my favorite legion to play. First edition, they were amazing. Second edition, they're kind of very bland, and it makes it really hard to play them. They're another faction that really should have gotten better rules. They should have gotten rules about movement in moving full distances, rather than just having bonus movement be a thing. But I digress again. Word bearers were early on in the Horus Heresy book reading that I did, with First Heretic, which is a book that holds a special place into my heart because of the difficulties I still have to this day about religion, and listening to somebody else going through those troubles and heartaches made Lorgar a very humanized character to me. It's why I'm more sympathetic to Lorgar than a lot of other people are, because a lot of other people don't understand. I don't see Lorgar as a manipulator. I see him as a caring brother who is very faith-oriented. He's a priest who cares about his family. I buy into his rhetoric, because I think he actually buys into his rhetoric. My problem with Lorgar didn't stem from that. I actually don't believe that he thought he was doing something good for Angron in turning him into a demon prince to help free him from the butcher snails. And to be fair to Angron, Khorne, when Angron ended up in Khorne's service at one point, I forget which story this is, but at one point, Angron ends up in a situation where he demands to be free of the pain, and Khorne, either shortly after the heresy or shortly after he was banished back to the warp, Khorne gave Angron peace. He gave him 5 whole minutes of peace, where the butcher's nails didn't bother him, where he could think his own thoughts, and Angron stood there, stared out into the depths of space, and for the first time ever, he knew peace. And then the only thing he knew was war. And that was a very poetic thing. I think Lorgar actually did give Angron the peace he actually wanted. And he saved his brother from a death. Now, to be fair, Angron would have probably rather had died more than anything, but I feel like Lorgar, from his twisted point of view, actually was trying to help his brother. As someone who actually was like the only person who seemed to be caring about the fact that Angron had problems, he actually was actively the only one left trying to help. And I think that is quite astounding. Lorgar, in the next book he shows up in, is still pretty... He shows up basically as kind of like a mentor, like architect type character who's like, I know how the heresy is supposed to go down. I know how we win. If you just listen to me, we'll win. And nobody would listen to him. He shows up in Magnus' storyline when at one point when Ahriman's trying to find a shroud of Magnus, and he's just like, yeah, you just need to go that way, bud. And points Ahriman in the right direction. He's overall quite helpful, especially when it comes to helping his brothers. It's good up and until, hold on, let's pull up the book series again, because I have to go looking quite far into the book series. Way after that. Slaves to Darkness, a book that is only about 7 years old. Fuck, that book is about 7 years old. Slaves to Darkness, written by John French, had to wrap up, had the... bad notion of being the book that needed to wrap up everything going on with the traders so that they finally started going to Terra before the Siege of Terra books dropped. And in this book, Horus has fallen into a coma. And Lorgar is like, hey, we need to go get Angron and Fulgrim, who are two demon Primarchs, and go fight on Terra. Magnus will be here, but Magnus is busy putting himself back together. Mortarion is busy in the warp. At this point, Mortarion was actually being corrupted by Chaos. And Lorgar knew that, but he didn't tell anybody. But he's like... Mortarion's on his way to the Soul System. We need to start moving and catching up to him. Because while he's the Vanguard, being a Vanguard doesn't matter if the rest of your army never shows up to support. So he got Peter Turbo, good old Peter Turbo, and sent him off to get Angron, while Lorgar went and got Fulgrim. He used a character called Zardu Lyak to capture Fulgrim using Fulgrim's real name. His real name was so powerful that Lorgar could not utter it without killing himself, so he used a proxy to do it for him. Unfortunately, the proxy betrayed him when he planned to use Fulgrim to kill Horus and take over the heresy himself to complete it properly. Because he knew that Horus was still, like, the true Horus was still fighting against the Chaos corruption, and he's like, as long as Horus is doing this, we can't win. This led to Lorgar basically trying to betray Horus, and that was just, like, that was kind of one step for me that was just weirdly too far. And it really turned me off from the army for a while. I swapped over to White Scars. I still had Word Bearers as a trader army, but I very rarely played them. I had an idea for kit bashing them with new 40k Chaos models that came out, and I still might do that if I go back to the army. Get like a bunch of the shoulder pads and backpacks from 40k and match them with my 30k stuff, but that is a potential future problem, because I will fully admit, lately I have been hyper nostalgic, and the two legions that I'm currently debating doing so that I stop playing Custodes at every event, because I don't want to play White Scars, is been Space Wolves, my first army, and Word Bearers, my first Horus Heresy army, and also my first fully painted army. Both have very special places in my heart. Both have multiple characters that I've made and written stories about over the years, and so I have both have special places in my heart. I'm currently there's a couple of other factions. I like Iron Warriors. They're also really easy to paint. I will say they're competing against Word Bearers, who I actually painted a test model for recently and actually loved painting and had a lot of fun painting. And Space Wolves, who I wanted to paint a test model for and had to stop in favor of the fact that I have no money. I was planning to go to the store today and get the paints I needed to paint the Space Wolf model, but I have no money. I have enough money for food, for groceries. That's about it. So, with that in mind, I'll probably get it later, after I get paid, but not right now. So yeah, that's it for now. Blah. Let's go join the Discord. I'm heresied out for a while, at least in conversation points. Don't get me wrong, I could actually keep talking about it for a while, but I'd have to dedicate more time for it. Maybe on my next painting stream. Alright.
There he is.
You were talking?
Yeah, I was talking a lot. I've been inviting
That Sharon
people.
was actually here before Lucia.
Yeah, but he's not logged in, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, see, I'm
Yeah,
not on
sure.
Smaha.
Timothy, are you doing this stuff again?
Maybe.
With how I see him logging in and out, I'm sure he's doing the thing.
God damn it, Sherm.
So, on,
Look, I was actively playing today. It's just, I don't know, whenever I notice that my retainers are back, I do the cycle.
No, that reminds me, I should go to
Ongoing,
coffee.
On,
uncozy.
different things, or on different subjects that might not get him in trouble, I'm happy with my card pulls today.
Very good. Glad you got the pulls you wanted.
Yeah, it's a little annoying that I had to shell out for an alt art for one of them, but
At least it's shiny.
it is. I mean, to be fair, both of them are, and to be fair, it is far preferable to get that alt art and the regular art for those two, because the highest rarity alt art for Gallantmon from that set fucking sucks, because it's just a headshot.
How dare they?
It's like the two poses you see in the pictures. Those are nice, dynamic. You can tell something's happening. That one's literally just, I am standing here
Face.
menacingly. And it does nothing for it.
Does it have
We
like
should-
JoJo letters all around him?
No. It has
Oh.
gold bordering, but... Oh goody, gold
Okay,
bordering.
we are
My
missing-
favorite.
Lucia, what is Firsta?
First,
I'm looking
Firsta
at your Twitch
district?
tags. Yeah, Firsta playthrough.
No, that's just
A typo?
like when you go to add tags, it gives you a list. So first is just honestly, I should just remove that. Remove those for now.
You can pass leader to me so I can send it in.
Yeah.
Or me.
I
Or
mean,
you-
technically speaking, you could say this is your first playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. Been going on for the past 10 years.
Doran, what's in?
I'm ready checking first.
No backseating unless axed.
Hold on.
Doran.
I'm ready
Got money
checking
check?
first.
Get them ready checks. Torin, why aren't they ready checking?
I don't
Wait,
know. Sure,
okay.
this
Dad,
isn't the
Dad,
only
Right.
I want McDonald's. Dad, I
I
want
need to-
McDonald's.
Alright, I need to do a
Sure.
thing real quick.
Sure, abandon the retainers.
I'm not doing retainers, dude.
Is that good backseating right there? I want McDonald's.
A little bit better.
Is the training not
one. We have
done?
McDonald's at home.
No, I don't.
McDonald's at,
Oh, yeah,
What?
squadron first and then trading.
McDonald's at home. And it's just fucking Jack in the Box.
Oh god.
Leftover Jack in the Box of all things.
I don't even think there's a Jack in the Box within like 20 minutes of me.
There
I've
is
never
for
been to one.
me, but there's literally
never
only
been to one.
I
It's,
don't know it.
It's actually not that bad.
Sherm, did you literally leave to go do squadrons? Fucking asshole.
No! I was doing squadrons.
Now, why are you offline?
I told you I needed to log out and do a thing real quick.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
I didn't
oh,
see it.
yeah, no.
Fair enough,
Monkey
fair enough.
away,
Fair enough.
Sherm.
Just saw friends.
Wait, don't,
I'm sorry.
wait,
that
we have
is-
people.
What?
We have people doing that already, though, don't we?
Yeah, but it's
What is that?
it's always more accurate for you on yours.
Okay, fair enough.
Jack in the Box near me.
I have no idea where
There is not a Jack in the Box any like within several hundred miles of us, Lena. Just so you're aware.
You're right.
That's a West
The
Coast
The thing I know
food.
about that is the fucking commercials for it.
North Carolina would be probably one of the closest ones to us.
Oh, there is one on the East Coast. I'm surprised. Yes, that would be the closest one to us.
There's
have
probably
to-
one in like NYC.
New Mexico has one.
I have-
North
There's not
Carolina.
one in New York.
Ohio has
That's
one.
surprising.
It's because every time one tries to open up in New York City, the location is bought out by a McDonald's or a Burger King because they're trying to keep them from moving in.
Never mind, that makes sense. Okay, Sherm is back. I will do another ready check.
It's also why there's a shortage of Krispy Kreme in New England, because every time a building opens up that a Krispy Kreme puts a bid on, Dunkin' Donuts goes and puts a bid on and outbids them.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Makes
Dunkin'
sense.
Donuts.
In my opinion, both suck.
I mean,
True.
Kind of have a stranglehold.
I have learned to hate both of them. I would say I'm a little more nostalgic for Dunks, but like
Don't.
that's just because I don't have it. Why? Oh,
I
fuck
like my
you, game.
local bakery.
Yeah, same. I have award-winning bakeries near me. Why the f would I go to a...
Why didn't I get a warning about my portrait not working? Whatever.
Who is
Oh shit.
taking over for? Oh, right, Gate's in the southeast.
I
mid,
apologize. I was
You're
gonna say,
3 Gate.
yeah, I
Lucia,
know.
why are you at the DMV?
Because I put on different earrings or some shit. I don't fucking know, man.
They have an auto update now.
I know. That's what I was saying. The auto update didn't trigger. I don't know why it didn't work.
I think it only triggers when you save the gear set.
Yeah, you didn't update it.
I swapped to the class from Sage. It should have popped up with a update fix that it didn't pop up with.
It's if you dismissed it the first time, it might not. It's weird like that.
Anyways, let's continue. I'm not going to worry about my thing right now.
Ready check
That
Sherm.
system is just a buggy mess in general.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's do this thing.
Alright,
One shot this guy.
I'm a little rusty,
Food.
but I'll try my best.
Let's die.
Boot up if you haven't.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Food, and I expect you to pot first full, Lucia.
I pot every...
Full countdown.
Why you sad?
Oh, the reference that Gate made.
Sorry, I was about to do full
To
countdown.
be fair,
Broncos?
he's doing great.
Yes.
Company isn't, but he's doing fantastic.
We're waiting on bongos.
Hear me right now.
You are
can be
super
regular.
fucking quiet, but yes.
Very good. No, different
I have you on 200%. How are you quiet?
Because it's a new microphone.
Oh, that's
Okay,
better.
that's much better.
Turn your gain up.
169%.
Nice.
Nice.
Like, that's...
There you go. I just turned you up, you're fine.
Hang on. Discord is freezing on the damn voice setting page.
God damn it.
There. 100%.
Yep. You sound fine.
Much better.
Okay.
I've had to turn automatic gain
Alright.
on for mine because I
No,
feel
there's
quite
a-
even with.
There's an actual gate, like, dial on the side of the thing.
Mine has that too. I have it as at
Yeah,
like.
I got that option too on my microphone.
I don't because this is a really stupid headset sometimes.
Same.
Okay.
But it's
Yeah,
wireless.
I got an actual
which means I
physical
can take you
microphone.
guys to the toilet with me.
I have
Yep,
done that on
same.
multiple
I mean,
occasions.
I can take you guys to the toilet with me, but all I can do is hear and not speak.
Gross.
I can do both.
Same.
Gross.
This
That's
means
how
I better hear
that's how I knew someone was talking shit one time and then I got murdered for it.
Gate, that was such an evil laugh. Like you were like a mad
He's good at
scientist.
that.
Hello. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Chelsea.
See if I can remember how to do this fucking fight.
Well, first you shove.
Well, first you come over
You
here.
take
and
my
smoke this with
cane
me.
and then you
No.
shove it up his ass.
Yes.
We had the same brain cell for a second.
Outspread. Outspread. Oh, I saw that, Sherm.
God, it feels good being on my own
Proximity
Wi-Fi again.
spread. Proximity spread.
I could not
Why
pull
is
that off
my-
at my parents' house.
Snap codes are not going off.
You need those guys.
That's a problem. I'll grab Octave.
No, I think we got this. I think we
Yeah,
got
sure.
this.
Oh, right. I need one of
I'll be
these.
Invoking as soon as this is done.
Vote faster!
Saying that to me.
Vote faster!
Oh, capitalize. Holy crap, I live.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Towers. Thank you, healers.
You're
Oh, I
welcome.
see. It was a ploy just to get you to use your fucking XCOG.
Yes, I wanted XCOG to finally go off for. God damn it, Gate! Well, I'm just gonna go into the wall. Fuck it.
Okay.
This is
Ah, I
just,
went farther.
there was bleed going off there. It just wasn't worth it anymore.
No, that's fair. That was. I don't know why I angled myself that poorly. I know better. I have
Ooh,
done
what you
that
Because sometimes
say?
you angle
Bye.
yourself right and this game
hundreds of
says
times.
no.
I have literally done that mechanic hundreds of times. Why am
Sometimes
I still
the game
acting
just
like
says
an
no.
idiot?
Why am
If
I
I
so
want-
stupid? God damn it!
Yeah,
I've lost
not
count of
your
the number of
fault, the
times where
angle
I
is
had it right,
weird.
but the game said no.
Don't question the
That's
angle of
exactly
your
what I
dangle.
said.
Just work
You,
what
you
you
have
got.
it right, but the game will say no.
Don't think
So are we saying that the angle is slightly to the left?
Look, it's
It's
just like
just-
the or it's
Thank
just
you.
like soldiers.
I deserve
arcade
that.
rocket launcher.
It's just
I
a
got
cute
that one,
little
though,
angle.
Shaw.
I'm so happy someone did.
I didn't
I
even
refuse to
very-
acknowledge it.
I inhaled
I
very
caught it.
strong.
I
I
literally
caught
didn't
it.
even hear
I
it.
just went with a different, similar joke.
Nobody was gonna give me credit for that one.
I mean, I said the same joke and you repeated it, so.
I didn't actually hear
had a
you
box for it
saying.
regardless.
Somebody stole the joke. Joke stealer over here.
To be fair, not on
See,
purpose.
nobody cares.
And I
On the
care.
on the thievery.
Take care of myself.
Comes.
God damn it, Ouroboros.
Barbaros?
What are we doing?
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
Outbred. Outbred.
Orange Barber?
Barabara to stick?
I wanted all of them to crit.
Spread proximity. Sword's egg. I don't have to
Ruby
tell.
Scooby.
I don't have to tell
Hey,
the other
Ed.
magic DPS that I have this addle.
Yeah, you just addle when you addle.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just addle the
Instead,
addle.
I just have to bitch when I touch feints.
I mean,
Howard?
we've done this like a billion times and I've edited it.
Tower.
Tower, tower, tower.
Yes, but the thing is, we like to be lewd like that, so.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Yeah!
Damn it, 2K!
That worked perfectly.
Oh
right?
my.
Can somebody tell I've been watching DBZA lately?
Yeah, I can't blame you. There's even flooding
How
the
does he even
YouTube
keep
shorts.
getting this number?
I recently made a new NCG deck, or a new commander deck specifically. I called
Yeah,
it
you must-
I Can See the Future! Because like, it's
I
actually
can
scrying. It's all about scrying.
Oh,
I've
because the strongest in the universe and still can't do crap.
not inaccurate. Upsetting, but not inaccurate.
That hurts.
You know what?
Yeah.
At least they
Yeah,
threw
no.
my boy a bone with Beast Gohan.
But does he do crap beyond it?
We actually, yes, he's in the manga. He's been doing crap beyond it.
In partners.
I have not read, I've not even seen any of the Daima.
It's
Yo, Bob,
according.
Bob, Drip?
Super manga is
Not back
really
partners. Super
Knockback from Bravo.
Partners. Daima's okay so far. It's not incredible.
I like the premise of it and the fact that it takes place separate from Super, so it's allowed to be wonky.
It's just,
Something Daima is unbreakable.
I get that, man.
My
I'll
name
figure
is
myself out.
Yoshikage Kira.
Guess I'll throw that man right there.
All I wanted was a normal
My
life.
name is Yoshikage Kira. God damn, I have to learn that whole thing.
You wanted a normal life, so you
Actually,
became a
point out.
nerd. Lena, what's the fucking problem?
Fear calm for that.
No problem. I don't see no problem.
Alright, fair enough. Tag
Chain
team.
deathmatch. Find your chain.
Yeah, find your
My
chain.
chain.
I don't have to call this today. Yay! Fuck up calling it.
Hit by a chain, dodge the other. We are going to 1 after this. Go to 1, go to 1.
Outspread, outspread.
In spread.
In spread, in spread.
in spread.
My bad. I was not looking at the boss.
And so does it.
Ruby Swadugi.
Seraph is coming in a second.
Oh, you should have said that sooner. I just popped Veil.
Good, I needed it. This hit actually hits a little harder than Seraph on her own can handle.
Get ready for
Tough time.
pieces on our heads.
It's a battle fuse down.
DPS in, support out.
Ever so slightly off center. Keeping that in mind.
Bops.
Knockback from Alpha into partners.
No thing.
I disagree.
Jump!
I need that guy.
Do you have him?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't have Swift.
I got him. You get heals.
Disagree. I disagree vehemently.
Get ready for whatever it's called.
The next fuse part.
Field.
Gonna be a
Wings
blast.
to 1, melee to
I'm gonna
A.
do this for him.
Wings to 1, melee to A.
That's a good idea.
DPS have long, DPS have long.
I'll stay at 1, or I'll go, yeah.
Term will be going
Okay.
first. Term go.
Please give me Seraphism. Thank you.
Octave go.
10 seconds to Veil.
Nina go. Rico go. Gate go.
Lucius,
Bagels
say
go.
1.
Bongos go. Wait a second here so I can get healed up. Okay.
Position.
Everyone collapse vaguely on C, tanks on A.
Okay. Next burst window is pots, by the way.
That's in
Vegeta!
10-ish
What
seconds.
does the scouter say about his level of being a bitch?
It's 1006.
Wait, really?
Yeah, kick his ass.
Fox, please.
Oh boy!
Click on.
Pots.
Bots.
Bots.
Pots.
Pots of what?
Bot.
Bot.
We're really on a roll
I'm
today.
back.
We're on it, alright.
It's in beginning.
I'll
Whatever
find
we
it.
should
Almost
do.
got LB.
This is gonna be partners
Quad.
after.
I'll hit it after this.
This is gonna be partners after.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 6 and in.
Drop back into partners.
Stay with your partners in the corner.
From the top belt.
Wait, wait, wait. Now go.
Woo!
That was a little spicy for me at the end, but that's
A
fine.
little spicy.
I completely forgot to
Jesus.
pop reprisal
Okay.
on that.
Contagion finally got to see from off the top
done?
rope. She's so happy.
Charlie Delta.
Mind your tethers.
Gotta check your tether.
Zoomies will be going out after the first set of explosions.
Crossover, don't go too far.
Okay, I went too far.
Went too far.
Get hit by your thing and the boss.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Me.
Ah, whatever.
One.
Sorry, I should have called that sooner. I
Did I get
guess I
Sherm?
was
Can you
not
get
finding
Lucia?
my...
Proximity spread.
Proximity
I gotta-
away
I gotta
from
focus.
Delta.
Spread.
Away from Delta.
Spread.
Spread.
There's nobody that can get me, Lena.
I was gonna
We
stay in
might
this
have
far
LB.
corner.
We might have LB. Aww.
Right, we don't have a red caster.
Yep,
Tank LB might have actually been the right idea there.
it's fine. Just wipe. You can give it another try.
Sorry, I
I'm
was
used to
totally
having a
lost
red
on that
mage.
one.
I lost my chain, and by the time I realized which one it was, I had walked into the other flame, and I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna die. That was my bad.
It's like good.
No, yeah, Gate, it's literally not your fault I died.
No. Sorry for not being a red mage, 'cause you don't have it next.
I
You're
Torin-
fine.
Torin could be the red mage.
Torin good. I'm actually surprised he isn't the red mage.
To be honest, this whole tier, I've gotten more used to Pictomancer.
No, that's fine. I'm not saying.
I could spot the red mage.
You
if need
crazy
be.
fucking
Nah, you're
damage.
good.
You're
We got
fine.
this.
You're fine.
I just completely forgot we didn't have a
Yeah.
red mage there, else I would have gotten Lucia.
Yeah. Because she could have gotten me, I could have popped up and hit Aetherflow and gotten Sherm, and it wouldn't have been a big deal.
I genuinely
Or
don't
hell,
care
you
what job I
don't
have to
need.
play. It's just I'm asking if it's needed.
No, it's not needed. Had I done the mechanic right, nothing would have gone wrong.
We're at a point where we don't need a reg mage for this fight, honestly.
Yeah,
A reg mage?
Res mage.
a rage mage.
You don't need a regiment mage. It's fine.
It's a rage mage.
That's what I heard.
Despite
Reg
all my
mage.
rage, I'm
My
still
grandpa
just
was a
red
reg
in
mage
cave.
back in the day. He told about how they were balancing their white and black magic on the battlefield.
So I want all of that to never happen again.
Actually, for my grandpa, it would have been World War II.
I mean, yeah.
Lots of Cardno.
Although I
No,
will
I
help
feel
out
like
with.
Cardno was a long time ago.
I'm gonna help out with healing during the opener because I have to press that button anyway. So
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
You know,
Damn it.
outspread.
I'm setting up for the other one, and today it's just like, nah, none of that.
Lucia, you don't get to be a friend.
I just want to be
Partners,
friends.
Partners, Fred.
Delta,
Partners,
go to Delta.
proximity. Proximity partners. Proximity partners. I miss. Oh.
Friends.
partners.
Partners spread.
Friend.
Partners, Fred.
Stay away from your partner.
Fred,
Uh-oh.
2 your
Well.
partner spots.
That's a thing. I might as well use a little bit of it at least.
Raid wide after the tank buster.
Should have
Oh my
this
God,
next
I'm
time I
gonna
need
lose
it.
Tonight.
Yeah, I should have this next time I need it.
All good.
I look so pretty.
Towers is next. Towers.
Eh. 4.
You dare say my Seraphism look is not fucking adorable? Your death will be swift.
Alright, it's cute.
Hey, mage up time.
Yeah, magic up time. Woo!
Hit him with the book!
One day.
No, but no, you mean
Hit him with
paintbrush.
that direct crit 1 damage.
Oh, you bet your ass I'm gonna. My
It's
paintbrush.
just so fucking weird because I'm playing through AR Heaven's Word as a white mage on my ult, and I'm hitting for like 100, 200 with the autos. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that goes away
This
quick.
is defense.
True.
My Aether Flows have drifted nastily.
Ooh, 177k.
Fuck off, Lee! I'm happy when I see 44!
In partners. In partners.
Right.
I'm coming. I was just in the middle of a cast.
Knockback from Alpha.
Fred.
Spread.
Spread into spread.
Charm, stay the fuck away from me.
Oh my god. Okay, I almost went into the fire. That was scary.
But if you stand in
Hey,
the
you know
fire,
that.
your DPS will go higher.
No, this is a Burning Crusade.
No,
Please
no.
don't mind me to
Burning
step on that.
Crusade is when Brute Bomber eats Taco Bell before fighting us.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Oh god!
Why are we returning to the days of Alakir?
I like hear these nuts.
There
It
you
doesn't
got
even
him.
make sense.
Thank you for somebody getting it.
I got it, I was here.
Mind your tether. Mind your tether.
Find your chain.
I found it.
Minding it.
You know, Brute Bomber, whips and chains kind of excite me. You might want to be careful with that.
Stop.
No!
No,
We're going
come
to
on.
4. We are going to 4 after this. Go to 4.
No, no.
Three, the number 3.
Irma's dead.
I got him.
Trim died before he got
Knockback
hit, what the
spread,
fuck?
Knockback spread.
I
No,
just
it's partners.
completely
No, it's
did
partners.
not get hit by
Oh,
that
that's
thing.
spread
We're fine. Somehow we lived.
alive.
That was in
No.
spread.
It was in spread, not knockback spread.
I'm tired.
You're a
Sorry.
mechanic ahead.
Yep, no, it's fine. I got Torn.
Just keep everyone alive.
Okay,
Give me up
yeah,
when you
yeah.
can. Give me up when you can, but keep everyone alive.
Seraph was out, I'm fine.
I was so focused on dodging the other lariat, I just completely forgot the chain.
He's down.
But I want a lariat.
DPS short.
What's in?
In what?
He's not.
Stop.
Still on Trey.
What's
Clearly.
out? DPS in.
Uh-oh.
I have ruined my
fucking-
routine.
I got him.
Knockback spread. Knockback spread. From D.
I might want to come over here.
Game, the arm's length is on cooldown.
I do not have him.
I have him.
Get ready
Trying to just
for...
top us off.
Yep.
Melee's to A, range to 1. Melee's to A, range
Can
to
you
1.
Benny him?
I already been in,
I
but I
have
can do this.
bloodbath. I'm good.
I was gonna say Bloodbath will take care of most of it.
DPS have short. Supports have long.
Alright, I'll take this one.
Alright, I'll take this one.
Okay, gate, go. Bagels, go.
Okay, cool. This is gonna be a thing tonight.
Broncos, go.
I thought I met a killer chef.
And now myself.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Sturm, go. This is gonna be very tight.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're fine. We're fine.
Octave, go. Not the healing, I mean. The debuffs. Lena, go. Lucia, go when ready.
Alright. Collapse
I
properly.
was a little worried about the debuff timers is all.
All good. I have
We're getting
confidence.
No.
No confidence!
In unison now.
I don't have anything
So
for
all
this.
that brain rot is setting in.
Okay, I have something for this.
I have.
And XCOG still won't go off. God
Pots,
damn it!
Pots, pots,
Aside is
pots,
OP, I'm sure you know this.
I know.
pots.
Lots of what?
Drink your pots.
Pot.
Thank you.
Oh, I might have been a little early with that Seraph.
Look, you just need to enjoy your potluck.
Stop.
Knockback into spread after.
I got a direct hit from that.
I hit reprisal this time. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 6 and in. And get knocked back to the corners and spread.
Usual bagels.
Yep.
Okay, I'll wait. Why did all the sound go away?
Oh.
Oh, I
Oh.
thought it was just,
Oh.
oh, well, they're dead, so.
How did
What
I
the hell?
die?
Gonna do is fun.
How did I die?
I
Not
don't
enough
think.
health.
Did we have enough melee out there?
We might have been missing some mitt. That's the only thing I could think of. But like,
I think I know.
I remember
it.
reprisal on
Flat
that.
usually.
yes, he usually addles there.
No magic
Okay,
barrier.
I need to paint there.
Oh, magic barrier.
Yeah,
That's what he
very
does.
good, too.
And
yeah.
magic barrier, yeah.
That's what we're
Magic
missing.
There to
That
mitigate.
explains why we're getting hit so fucking hard there. I was also a little early on the surface.
Well,
Alright, I
most
need
of
one
these
quick
melee
second.
damage. This is so
Yes, but
physical,
some of those hits are magic.
I suppose.
Yeah, the fire AoEs are magic.
None of them are magic. It's all
Friendship is
physical.
magic.
Alright, I'm back and ready.
Hi guys!
You missed it, Lucia. I made everyone go silent.
I did notice it was
I
awkwardly
I
quiet.
was actually like, distracted by something. Hold on one moment, please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
I'm eating chicken.
How dare you?
I'm eating a biscuit.
I'll just hit a ready check and then people
I'll
can
have
just
an
let me know when
apple
they're
in a
ready.
little bit.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I just had to click a button.
You're not the only one
Have
we're
a
waiting on.
landmine. Oh, good.
Oh, no. I don't think it's time. Bongos looks like he's ready to hit the gym.
Hey yo, me too.
You know.
Or the streets, like one of them two.
I was about to say this is a 9 on the club.
What is
outfit.
that top? Where did you get it?
The new
Store.
store.
Ah.
Alright, drinking my drug supplements.
I
You
have
haven't
to
been
take
doing
mine
that
after my
already?
first-
I'm actually gonna need more smart juice soon.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna need more brain potions later. The brain cells.
I'll be out
enhanced-
tomorrow,
That's
but I can get it for you
that
by
means
next
it's
week.
common sense potions.
Yes. I need those too.
Drinks my potion. You know, I don't think this is a good idea. Potion wears off. This is a great idea.
Outspread. Spread proximity at D.
Delta.
Delta.
Like these nuts.
He's nuts.
I was thinking so hard. Oh fuck! I'm sorry, Bonkos. Can we just wipe and start over?
Okay.
It's just so early that damage loss is actually going to be like better to just start over and try again. We're not super far into it. That was my bad. I thought I heard stack. All right, let's give it a try. Sorry about that, everyone.
This is my fucking pot.
I'll buy you a new one.
I'm potting.
I've been potting this whole time. Oh wait, I need more food. Hold on. Okay, I'm good now.
Oh, okay. Now we know Gate's throwing.
I don't have any current strength pots, gamer.
Hey, get the fuck
You should have
out here.
told me. I have 200 of them.
Though you have to go over to Balmung, so good luck with that.
Yes, we do not
Yeah.
go to Balmung.
I go to Valmont.
I would
It's
make
like
you
locked
have to
down.
go into the quickie sands just for the delivery.
Oh god.
Yeah,
I mean, I would gladly for delivery, but you literally cannot go to Balmung. It's like always locked down.
Yeah, it's always full.
We will not go to Valmont because it's killing place.
We do not go to Balmung. We're not allowed in. They won't open the door.
So, the Quickie Sands or Horshire?
No, actually,
Horshire.
that's actually not that used as much.
Yeah, no. I having done both when they were most popular, Horshire.
Partners.
Yeah, the horror story of Borshire.
Oh God.
Horror stories.
I get it.
It be spread at C. That's
Go to Charlie. Go to Charlie.
Spread!
Go to the wall. Go to the wall. The wall.
Spread!
I spread.
A drip from your balls?
Stop.
Through the window to the wall.
You are
And
all
that's-
trying to torment me. It's working.
Trying.
I'm gonna torment
Hey,
you.
Grundle!
Trying.
Sure, blame the Grundle. It's
You
right
say
there.
that like it's
Like it's an effort. You make it seem like I had to try.
for you
Hour?
it requires effort. For me, it was Friday.
Dude, I just showed up here, man.
Let us go.
Zumi's going out.
Let's go!
Did Bailey's get up time?
I got
No.
it.
Some
He got
did.
it, though. He's happy.
I'll take that.
I
Let's go!
Oh, boss, back here.
Sure, but you're missing health. Let me get this so I can do this.
Alright, time to eat the fairy.
This is my favorite
Sure.
part of the fight,
Where's my
where I
buffs?
get to sit here, close my eyes, and mash one button.
I mean, I'm having fun.
wish I got that opportunity, but I have to hit a few here.
There's my buffs.
Uh,
Only 100k.
I love the brainworms that Pictomancer give.
Lena, why? Why must you hurt me?
Only 100k.
Oh, I thought I heard 8.
I heard 800 too, but even if it was 80k, I still would have been sad.
100k.
I'm so
No, I'm doing
mad.
about 800k. Spread.
I weep for your loss.
In and spread. In and spread.
I'm doing about 800,000.
I didn't
per-
get the or direct
Get
yet.
the
I am
fuck out of here, you stupid painting boy.
Knockback from Bravo into partners.
I'm not sad, you're sad.
Partners.
I'm just a little
Better
pincer
to be
guy.
sad.
Holy fuck, what the heck? Oh, right, we're missing Clat.
I'm just a little guy. Oh yeah, no, I have to get the saddle, don't I?
Yes. It's a
Fame
bit
has
late.
also gone
It's
up.
a bit late.
We're fine.
Yeah,
this
we're
will help.
fine.
That's fine, the fame is for the tanks.
Thank you. We really
Actu-
need this.
I do appreciate it too.
Oh, I missed the comment in black. Oops. I accidentally overrode a comment in black.
Ew.
How dare.
That's a
But it's
DPS
actually
loss.
quite a big DPS law.
I know.
How dare.
Oh no. He
Also
will
a big
now
mo-
do
Big
30
ol'
Chain
This is your
deathmatch.
chance. It's your
Chain
chance,
deathmatch.
Big
Find your chain.
Yeah, find your
Chain
chain.
deathmatch.
He will now
Hey,
do 30k
deathmatch.
instead of 31.
Team deathmatch.
Chain deathmatch.
Oh, fuck you, you fucking
we are
piece of
going
shit.
to 4 after this. We are going to 4.
And I'd appreciate it if you didn't eat my inputs.
In partners. In partners.
In partners. In partners.
Friends.
Friendship.
Buddy.
Friendship button.
Brutal impact.
Seraph
Thank
coming
you.
out.
I'm giving everybody a shield. So I may as well. I can't addle.
The shield just breaks instantaneously.
Yeah, but you get used to it.
What's a shield?
It's that thing you occasionally have when you have wings on.
True.
DPS
That
out.
shield is very
Supports
nice.
in. DPS out, supports in. I was smart this time with my ley lines placement.
I love being out first. It actually lines up with my
Put that
rotation.
DPS in.
That means I don't have to think.
God,
Knock
damn
back
it.
to partners.
Knock back
not
from Alpha.
I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him.
Partners.
The partners.
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 Where's he popping up?
Somebody's
Hi,
gonna die.
Lucia.
Man's dead over there.
I did.
I got slow race, Lucia.
Heals first.
Range to 1, melee.
Oh, no, it's
say.
fused
She can
down.
handle.
We're fine.
We're fine.
She can
We got
handle
time.
the
We got
heals.
time.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
I'm gonna bend you
No,
with
You
your
got
problem.
just enough time to move. You just got just enough time.
You
To move.
have
Four
to-
times short.
He needs to get his MP.
That's what I'm saying is the problem.
Duppa's short. Duppa's short.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah.
DPS short.
Gate, go. Sorry, I'm. My brain.
Oh god.
Bagels. Go.
Oh,
Bongos,
this is
go.
bad.
Please.
That's close.
Myself. Okay, Sherm. Go. Octave, go.
We've got time.
Peter, go.
Wait for heals.
Lucia, go when ready. Go.
I was going. I was just getting that heal setup going.
I know, but you had like 5 seconds left.
I know, I know.
That was 3 seconds. I saw it.
I had that healing down, so we were fine.
Yeah, I saw the liturgy after I had already hit Seraphism.
Recovery.
This is gonna be
Yeah.
a rough.
We'll be fine.
I have both of my mitigation tools. Pots soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna be fine.
Pots.
I still have wings and plenty, right?
I got a lot of tools. I'm gonna pop like all at once.
Save LB.
I think I'll be here. Partners after. Partners after. And I will add all that. And I will give a
1.
shield. Oh, I didn't get a shield
2.
out. Oh well.
3, 4, 5 and out.
Oh shit.
6 and in.
Oh, my damage is down. Whatever.
That doesn't matter.
Alright. It's alright.
Partners,
We're still
right?
alive.
Yeah,
Partners.
Corners. Corners. Corners.
Stay with your partners. Stay with your partners. Wait. Wait. Now go.
Fuck. I hate this.
Thank you, Seraph.
Oh, it's gonna bother me the whole fight.
I'm sorry.
150k.
Okay. Clear comms. CD.
These nuts.
Yeah.
Hey. Zoomies are go after the first explosion.
Mind
Find
each
your
other.
chain.
Watch your chain.
Remember your chain. Cross over. Don't go too far. We are going to 4 after this. We're going to 4 after this. Go to 4. Go to 4. Go to 4. Nice.
Spread
Rocks.
proximity.
Go to
Spread
Alpha.
proximity.
Alpha is safe. Alpha is safe.
And spread.
Brett.
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be a problem.
Oh, thank you, second wind.
Oh, no.
I did not have Benny up for that.
Yeah.
I tried to get a shield out in time, but I was too slow.
I tried to excog, but my health was just on the wrong side of okay.
In that scenario, if that happens and I see everybody's low and our health are not going up right away, I think a tank LB should happen. Just in case, you know? Because
I didn't expect the dive to hurt that much.
Well,
It
if the
scales
healers are
based
low,
on how many times he's chucked.
and if the healers are low, tank LB could save us.
I have an idea of something I can put I have an idea of something I can put there.
Yeah, we're really used to
Yeah.
flat.
I wonder if wings.
No, it's
No.
not your fault, Gate. You can do this mechanics anyway. It's just getting used to not having Klat's mitts where he has them. That's the tricky part. I forget how much this fight just fucking hurts.
It does.
Yeah, he do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
It hoi. It hoi.
That's,
And yeah,
Suddenly hurt.
Bongo's Shield Samba would be good for that if
Yeah,
if
but
you
I
weren't
don't
using
know.
it elsewhere.
So the problem is,
Hmm?
every time that I suggest it, I just get ignored about it, and then I just never use it, and I'm just
yeah. Throw shield
it's all
chum.
worked. I just don't know where to put it at all because I'm never use it because everyone else is using their mitts, and I'm just left out.
Anytime I use Seraph is a good time to use that mitt, especially during the third big one, or during the second big boom where he goes from the top rope. But for tonight, especially since we're not used to doing it, and this is the last one anyways, why don't we throw Shield Samba on that spread right after we meet up.
For chains too.
For chains too, yeah. I was trying to think of the mechanic name.
Brain.
Yeah. If when we meet up there, you should be able to shield Samba and it lasts for that knockback to at least either reduce the damage we have coming in or reduce the damage that we're or reduce that damage and the damage after that. I think that'll be a good place for it right now. You are right, I did not hear you at all talking about Shield Samba, so it's absolutely on.
I talked about it during Phoenix class expansion and doing all the
Yeah.
trying to figure out all the mitt crap, and I was just left out.
I completely missed that, and that's on me, so we'll definitely have to work on that more. Because we're definitely going to need it for 4 from what I've seen. But anyways, let's give it a try.
Waiting for someone to notice.
I'm missing the reference, so I just wasn't saying anything.
I get it. I counted the letters.
I know the references and I hate it.
See, the funny part is, I have a friend who would use that for Chain Deathmatch 1
Outspread.
instead.
Yeah.
Outspread. Outspread.
Good.
Partners proximity at A.
Here would be a good time too for Shield Samba.
That one buffs her up.
Oh, fuck you, game.
Oh, this might be GG.
That's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's GG.
I went to the same
just
spot
decided
I
to
always
say
do, and it was just like, nah, we don't do that here.
You had a big toe.
No, it wasn't even big toe. It chucked me full body in there.
Damn baby toe. Little pinky.
A full fucking baby in there.
I an entire Lucia in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bongos, if you want to start, and I don't know how much you want to adjust your usual flow now, just, it's so late, but if you want to use Shield Samba more often, honestly, any of the brutal impacts, because it's what, 90 seconds, right? Because they get that
90-second, 15% damage reduction. There is no.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly,
not
any of the brutal
magical.
impacts.
It's not magical. It's not physical. It's just 15% flat damage reduction.
Yeah, any of the brutal impacts that
Yeah.
would help a lot because they hurt hard,
The
especially
third
later
brutal
on.
impact would be
And
especially appreciated since I'm healing that one.
yeah. Lucia, I kind of agree. We should probably get Bongos more involved with the discussion because like you said, it's 50%. Pretty damn strong, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's stronger than Reprisal.
Mm-hmm. Not 100%. Like I said, dude, it's definitely on me. That's a mistake I was making. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. I'm like a half a second behind.
Oh.
I think the big thing is the deployment miss.
Oh. Yeah, because it didn't end up on the right person.
Miss? How could you miss? It was 2 feet in front of you!
Yeah, because it was on me, and I put the deployment on the right person, but the shield on the wrong person. Yeah, it's fine.
You see, the problem was instead of deploying the shield, he deployed these nuts.
Yeah.
Alright, we are switching fate
Partners out.
timings.
Partners.
Only reason I did it that time was because I was worried. Sorry.
That's
Partner.
fine.
Oh, spread. Proximity
Delta.
spread.
Spread. Sorry. Partners was said, so I
Wait,
want to
why?
try and help be clear.
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
Wow, there was a
Okay.
GDQ run. There was a GDQ run the other day that
Oh,
was like,
yes.
insane. Where they were playing piano while speedrunning Mario. It was actually insane. It was like
Oh,
using motion
damn,
control the
I totally
game.
missed BDQ this year.
Yeah,
It's, it's still going. It's still going.
It's still going. I saw the bottom we talked about. It's really good.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
very.
say, didn't Tomato Angus do all romances in Fallout New Vegas?
Hilarious.
Oh my god, I missed that.
And they did like
He
a
put it on
whole
his channel.
dating. They did a whole like dating, like game show segment.
Hilarious. I did
leading
not
up to
do that.
it.
I ship it.
Also, I love the name that he uses for GDQ.
In
Yes.
and spread.
I used that name because I didn't know
Yep.
who knew his actual channel.
Hop back into
Knock back from
partners.
Delta into Partners.
Partners.
To be fair, his regular video content is also quite nice.
There we go.
Oh yeah, he's a pretty
Woo.
cool guy. Just
Yeah. Well,
unorthodox name. Brutal
I will-
Impact.
I will add all this as soon as I'm done casting. Okay.
Fine. I didn't need that layer of skin anyways. Help me back.
It's fine. You just lost the same layer you would when you fall on your bike. It's fine.
Not the
Just, you know,
knees.
Just, across my entire body.
Why did I hit? The fuck? Why did I hit?
Don't ask me, it's your buttons.
Alright, check your tether.
You know what? I was holding the mouse down for the camera, and I think I just clicked it.
That happens sometimes.
Find your chains.
Player chain. We're going to 2 after this. Go to 2.
In partners.
God damn it.
Like
That's
very
Thank goodness you said that. I read dive.
fun.
I said in partners.
Brutal impact. Fuse down next.
It's a final fuse.
Let me position myself in such a way where I'll always be hitting my ley line. No matter where I am.
I'm putting my fuse on your ley lines, and you can't stop me.
If you do that, I will kill you. DPS out.
What thing?
Oh,
You're
I'm
lucky
off.
that your ley lines are invisible right now.
I screwed up my rotation. It's okay.
What's that DBS in? Is slightly off center.
Not back into partners
back
from
from
Delta.
Delta.
From Delta.
Partners?
Yep.
Range to 1, melee's to A.
Okay, we're like 10% ahead of last time. A lot better.
DPS have short. Supports have long. Gate will go first as soon as he finds us.
Veil's
Go.
ready. Say the word, Lucia.
Gate,
Now.
Bagels go. Bongos go. Myself. Term go. Octave go. Waiting a second. Nina go.
We've got time.
Lucia
We've
go
got
when
time.
ready. Cool.
Do we just want to dump the LB immediately once we get to the burst? Because
No, I want to
Better
save
use
it for
after
the.
thing.
Yeah.
It's better to use it when we're not moving.
Costume.
Please stop doing that
Spot.
thing you're doing.
Sorry, I have to take damage here.
Ah, shit.
Fred
Right
after.
after.
Fred after.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 6 and in. Knock back to corners.
Spread after. Spread after.
Red?
I could use one heal. Yeah, okay.
I didn't get to you on time, sorry.
I was
Alright.
throwing out a heal, but it came from the ferry, so it's time sensitive.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't scroll fast enough. You're like literally in the middle.
AB.
I mean, we need you to have faster cast time.
RB, please.
Notice
Find
your
your chain. Find your chain.
take note of your tether. Take note of your tether. Frost, don't go
Crossover.
too
Don't
far.
go too far. By the chain and by the boss, we are going to 2 after this.
Oh, I skipped my thing. Spread proximity.
Go to Delta. Go to Delta. Fred.
Oh, I think we're fine here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, we can pop LB this now.
I've got burst coming up.
Brutal impact.
Yeah. I screwed up my burst. Oh no. I used the button earlier than I should have.
I'll take 1 hit.
Yeah, you will.
I lied. I didn't take any damage from that hit.
Ah,
The shield you got
shield.
there.
yeah, you can thank Atlo Spread for that one.
User foe, get into the middle.
This will have swapped clocks.
Start at D. We're gonna be going into no, not D. Sorry, start at
3.
Now go into 4. Misspoke. Sorry. Back to the middle. Modified clocks.
Sorry.
Move. Dodge the
Good, all
AoEs.
good.
It's gonna be hurting me.
Outspread. Outspread.
Ow.
Oh, we shouldn't have used that LB.
It's fine. We didn't know.
We can recover. Brutal impact.
Lucia, I'm covering you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop some Seraphism. Don't mind me.
I'm gonna hold.
Get everyone out.
Alright.
I'm gonna get Torin.
I got bagels.
6%. We got this.
Gotta hurry.
Gonna Benny Torin.
We're gonna be short
We
one.
got
Shit.
Oh no, I think we're screwed here. No. Go to 4.
Go to
No,
3?
go to 3. It doesn't matter. I think we're
Watch.
just dead.
God bless.
Ah, god damn it. So close that
Let's
time.
take a small break and
Yeah. Even if this week
Go ahead,
all we do is get rid of this guy, I just want to be done with this fight so we can focus on 4.
Yep, I feel that.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
I'm gonna go get a snack. I'll be back.
This is almost as bad as the B.
Don't you dare say her name.
I just said the B, I didn't say her name. Partially because I don't remember, mostly because I don't want to think about it.
Speaking about Honeybee Lovely.
I guess yes, that one. But yeah, this is almost as bad because I think our last run of her, we had to take a whole night to get that clear. Whereas I feel like we're 1 or 2 pulls away at this point from getting it for brute.
Just one. It's just one. One more clear. That's all we need. And we're
Mhm.
done. We can finally get to the promised land.
Of the giant thunder thighs.
No, we're going to the land before time, clearly. And now I'm going to date myself even further. Because, for those who watch those movies, y'all know you always thought the tree stars were the best fucking salad in existence.
The what? Sorry? I did not hear you.
Tree stars from Land Before Time.
Yeah.
Oh god, I
Those were
haven't.
the best salad in existence. The way they looked like they were enjoying eating them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
God, they made something like, what, 12 of those movies?
They kept,
More than
they
12.
kept fucking making them.
I think 20 overall.
Okay, I
I
think
think it's 16.
I remember like 7 of them, and then like I stopped. You know, it wasn't for I had aged out of the group, so it wasn't for me anymore. And I was like talking to my stepbrother at the time, who was like a decade younger than me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, we were watching Land Before Time like 12," and I'm like, "The fuck you mean 12? There's only 7 of the movies," because I thought like after I had done watching them, they were gone.
Nope.
Oh boy.
That also existed in the same time frame as Tommy Oliver from the Power Rangers, the character Tommy Oliver from the Power Rangers coming back for Dino Thunder, which I was just like, oh cool, I get to go enjoy Power Rangers with my baby brother with the character that I remember when I was his age.
Where they actually also did an entire episode just for his.
Oh, it was so good though. Like I super enjoyed that.
Here's the thing, though. So, Lucia, I'm about to make you feel old. Dino Thunder was like the first season of Power Rangers I really watched as a kid. And I loved it.
It was good.
It made me like really appreciate the history of the franchise too.
It was good.
Hurts. I'd say that like I'm not too much older in the franchise. My first technically was Lightspeed.
Ah, God.
That's a little older.
Yeah, that's not even that much older, my friend. My first was Mighty Morphin.
I remember Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, at least somebody fucking does.
I've seen Mighty Morphin, to be fair. I think we can all agree on one thing, though.
Right.
It was
those of us who've seen it.
It was definitely better when I was a kid than as an adult.
Oh, there's that, but also Turbo goddamn sucked.
Yeah.
Turbo. Okay. I feel like Turbo's problems was everybody deciding they were done with the show.
Turbo
was bad because Car Ranger was bad. Car Ranger being the series it was adapted from.
Yeah.
Car Ranger was more of a parody than anything else.
It was. Even then, it was still bad.
But anyways, I was gonna say Turbo's bad, but you have not seen bad until you've seen Operation Overdrive.
Oh, my heart!
I heard about it, but it was
no.
It was after I had stopped watching the second time around, so I completely missed that one.
Be thankful.
Be grateful.
Be grateful. It's so bad.
That was the series that killed so much interest in the show, which even more sucks because from what I understand, RPM, as stupid as it looked, was actually fantastic.
I have actually watched
and it was the
as
immediate next series.
No, it was not. No.
Oh,
it was not the immediate. No, the next one was Jungle Fury, which was also quite.
All right, Jungle Fury was great too.
Yes, but yeah, I will say this: I have rewatched RPM as an adult. That show still holds up. Like it is actually still really good.
Well, that's because RPM actually, from what I know about the series, actually has. It was supposed to be the finale, but it was also supposed to be. Yeah, it was 100% like. It was kind of like the series in between, like, I think after In Space started, where they started having adults be the Power Rangers. It had that kind of theming to it.
So, okay, fun fact about Power Rangers. This show was supposed to end like 4 or 5 times, and it just keeps getting resurrected.
That's because Bandai likes money.
Well, there's that, but
this one lost a lot of
It's because Sentai has an audience.
It's because Sentai has an audience, but also because a lot of companies are too stupid.
So what keeps happening? Originally, it was supposed to end in season 1 of Mighty Morphin, but then it was making too much money, so they kept it going. And it was supposed to end.
Side note, real quick. What they did to the guy who played Zordon is really fucking dickish.
Well, they did a lot of rude shit to a lot of the actors in the first season.
Oh no, that's why like half of them quit.
Did the dude who played Zordon specifically?
No.
He didn't even get almost anything. He didn't get royalties, despite him being in 4 series.
Oof.
He didn't get fucking anything past his first paycheck.
Yeesh.
That's actually a dick move.
And his first paycheck was well below union rate for the time.
I'm actually surprised that happened, considering I remember the unions being like a big deal for those.
Well, because for most of Power Rangers, it wasn't union.
Yeah, it wasn't, which is another part of the issue.
Apparently,
he actually was a union member.
A lot of the people who left the show, like midway through it, were like quitting because they were getting paid pennies.
They were getting paid pennies and they were being treated like shit.
Yeah, especially the Especially the guy who plays the Blue Ranger. What's his name? David.
He had a lot of problems on top of it because he was also openly homosexual, which apparently a lot of the
90s was not a good idea.
Yeah, was in the 90s was not a lot of good
Wait
idea.
a second, are you telling me that there were people who were homosexual before the 2000s? What?
Yes.
Yeah, newsflash.
Fucking
Newsflash.
no.
But yeah, no.
so- Which is ironic too, considering it's because of assholes like that we have the best Batman.
Yeah. I actually remember an interview with him talking about not
Yeah,
Dave
it's a pretty famous
Franco.
interview.
Like he had the interview talking about how he was treated like shit on the show, and then he had another interview recently after I can't remember Tommy Oliver's actor's name.
Jason David Frank.
Jason David Frank. I kept wanting to say Dave Franco, and I'm like, no, that's not quite right. It's close, but not right. Jason David Frank, when he passed away, the Blue Ranger came out and said, I know I talked shit about everybody treating me like crap because I was homosexual on the show, but I will fully admit, after that interview, Jason Frank contacted me and apologized for how he acted. He didn't realize how much his actions actually negatively inflected. Yeah, no, it's one of those, like, it's not a live interview. It's like somebody at a Comic-Con recording him saying that.
Oh wow. I know that he also, like, apparently there's no more bad blood because he came back for always.
Well, he also didn't interact with a lot of the other actors outside of just doing the shoots because of the problems that was happening, and he came back because it's a new era, and he wanted to be I wanted to prove that he got asked to come back, and he's like, you know what, I want to prove that this isn't going to hold me back, which is part of why he came back.
Yeah, and hey, you know what? It's cool that he did.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the new series other than he's like the best part of it, because he's basically that series Zordon.
Yeah, essentially. That season's Zordon. Which is apparently, once again, the season finale, but we'll see how long that actually lasts.
I mean, was it the last one where they transformed into all the other Power Rangers also supposed to be the last one? Because they literally had...
That was actually supposed to be a series,
anniversary.
That's just an anniversary series.
And it was terrible. It was actually awful.
Which was funny because the Japanese version was great.
The Japanese version, Gokaiger,
Yes.
fucking perfect.
Gokaiger's great.
No
but the-
notes.
The Power Rangers
Marvelous
season
is
dog
best.
shit.
Marvelous Best Red Ranger.
Yeah, Gokaiger's great. The Megaforce, no.
You mean
No.
Super Megaforce? Apparently,
I hate
Megaforce
that name.
itself was good.
Yeah, that was what I heard. No, I heard Megaforce was actually really good because it had few characters that it needed to focus on, and Super Megaforce, when they had, like, twice the cast, like, twice to three times the cast, and every single person showing up from the show previously at different points, was just really
Also,
bad.
They rolled back a lot of character progress from the first season.
Yeah.
Also, it just didn't do much tributing.
I want to say I usually feel like I'm talking about... I usually feel like a nerd when I'm talking about Warhammer 40k, but I got to admit, Power Rangers, I don't think I felt quite as geeky as talking about Power Rangers in my 30s.
That's fair, but I will say, I think what everyone here who has seen the series will also agree on this one thing. I've said it for years. First Lightspeed Megazord was the most realistic we've ever had in the series.
I have to go look it up now.
But yeah, so I was gonna say though, like the number of
Wait,
times this show
Bagels?
has been.
What
Are you good?
You good?
Check.
Oh, I was not paying attention. I tapped out.
Alright.
Figured.
Alright, let's head back in. then.
Unbelievable.
Have confidence.
But I wanted to say, like, so they tried to cancel it during season 1 of Mighty Morphin. During
Oh yeah, no,
season
that's
two,
actually a really cool
they tried to
Megazord.
cancel in, they tried to cancel it for Wild Force. Then they tried to cancel it again during
Fuck, I forgot to do that.
Jungle Fury and
Oh, well.
RPM, and now they tried to cancel it for a
Oh,
sixth
shot!
time.
Osha, get out of the DMV.
No!
Well, a number of those were
Times they
acquisitions
tried to
as
cancel.
well.
Yeah, some of those were
So you're
were
stealing my
acquisitions.
shtick.
Some of those were
I want
acquisitions.
you to feel like you're part of the crew.
Dead.
Just let it die, please.
Never.
Before
I will
it gets
say,
worse.
though, I do like the dichotomy for Jungle Fury between the actual original Morphers for the proper show
Yeah.
and the sunglasses we got.
I'll be honest, I like the sunglasses. It's cool.
Mhm.
They're both great,
Name.
but they're good for different reasons.
Yeah, no, they are. Okay, let's focus.
I'm a second behind.
Oh no, I feel C's coming.
Don't.
Outspread. I'm gonna try not to. But I can feel it coming.
I can feel it calling in the air tonight. We're good at this.
Go to
Proximity
Alpha.
Partners.
Partners.
Alpha then
Partners.
partners.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Friends.
Oh lord.
Brutal tag.
Hearing.
Alright.
Ready for
I'm
tower.
gonna guess B and D.
Watch you be wrong.
Alright, AC time. Let's go. Yeah.
Lamau.
Lamau that man.
See, more like
And he
easy.
is going to go to 4.
PD's nuts.
No, he wouldn't.
Oh my. Oh my. Well, this one goes in the right direction. Yay.
That was close.
Annoying how that middle tower is just out of melee range.
Right?
I mean, we all said we wanted them to shrink the hitboxes, and here we are.
He makes his bigger.
Okay.
Does he make his bigger?
Yes, it
Yes,
does.
when-
actually.
Yes.
When he embiggens himself.
Well,
The
the
root
second
bomber is
time.
embiggening himself. No,
Under
Twin
30
Can!
tags. Twin can, no.
Big can, yes.
Scoundrel.
He deleted tin can. That bastard.
In partners.
In partners.
Oh,
Lena?
What the? What?
I wish.
Aha. Knock back Fred.
Knockback from
I
Delta.
don't think I was with my buddy.
Ah,
Oh, I'm
crap.
glad I didn't
Oh, I'm
die.
gonna go right into
Fred,
the wall.
Fred,
I went to the wall too.
Fred.
Wow.
Holy
incredible, Lena.
crap! I thought you hit that Benny too early.
That was
Brutal
incredible.
back.
I'm gonna have to do this.
That's a wipe. I think.
No, it's
That
not.
didn't work.
Yes, it is.
That's a wipe. Just wipe it.
It's too much.
Too many dead. Like, we could probably recover it, but it's not worth it.
Ha, I did too.
You are all
You saved me
pathetic.
the 2 button presses.
What are you talking about? I took mine just fine.
I went and got a drink of Kool-Aid.
I has purple Powerade.
I
No,
have
we're-
a black
I have
raspberry drink.
I have water.
I need to have more
Mine too is
sodium.
water. It's just black raspberry flavored.
I need more sodium for helping with my liver. It helps filter it better.
Oh,
As
that would
Draken
help
said,
your liver?
I'm raw
God,
dogging
I
my
need
water.
that.
I don't. You don't want what I have wrong with my liver. You don't want to be in a situation where you need more salt.
Well, my doc says that my liver's
Are
going
you
in
saying
10
I don't
years.
produce enough salt, Lisha?
Not that kind of salt.
I don't know.
That's because I cry all the time.
Oh.
Still not that kind of salt, and also now it got sad.
I'm sad.
That's sad.
Just play fighting games. The salt will flow forever.
It's true.
God, it will.
Very
It
true.
is very true.
I still need to boot up Strive because my boy Potemkin got some new moves.
Is his new move still being a fucking bitch and ruining half of my
He can
health?
fly now.
Lucia, they've given Potemkin so much power.
They need to stop. He was powerful enough. He doesn't need more.
He flies now.
You
He
see,
flies
Lucia.
now.
This glue just smells frickin' amazing.
Lucia, they took away his car as his car castle buff Potbuster. Then they gave it back to him without taking away his buffs.
I'm so
Leave alone.
I'm so mad right now. Especially because I might be doing fucking Strive on Fridays now.
Oh hell yeah. I just picked it up in the winter sale on PC. So
Partially responsible.
From
go to
Alpha.
Charlie. Go to Charlie.
I take full
Spread.
responsibility.
Spread.
Mhm.
Spread.
I'm spreading. Spreading these
I would-
cheeks.
I would be willing to join you for
God damn it,
some-
Lucia.
Beach to it.
I'm willing to join you for some occasional Guilty Gear nights.
hmm
Hell yeah.
Every now
I
and then.
don't own the game, otherwise I would.
Be the lone second
Lauren, do you have
player.
it on
Sad.
PC or?
I have it on
You get to-
PC.
You get to spend time with Clive.
Crossplay doesn't matter.
Oh right, yeah.
Tower?
BD.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was right, but I'm at the wrong fucking one.
Get your ass over there.
I did.
Yes.
Time. He's dead.
No.
Gade, I understand you wanted uptime, but this is not the way to get it.
No, I accidentally took one.
Wallet. I'll let the
I
poison
took
kill me.
One fucking step in the wrong direction. I'm sorry.
It
The
happens.
Worst part, the worst part.
Oh my
I
god.
almost made it out. The wall didn't tick until I was a frame away from out of it.
Should have just hit
I hate
your,
when it
gap
does that.
closer in reverse.
That would have put me further into the wall.
Should have hit your gap closer in forward.
That would have put me in the other side of the wall.
Well, sounds
Should've
like
just
you're
been
between a
better.
rock and a hard place.
Yes,
Between a Grundle and a hard place.
The Grundle is the hard place.
Ah!
I was wondering how long
It is indeed a hard
None of
place.
that.
Here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces. Just thought you were the one in my head. I see you in my head.
You're gonna need to move bongos.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just around. I'm gonna go through like 15 songs. I should stop while I'm ahead.
Right on my rage, I am still just Nicolas Cage.
Partners.
Of course, it's partners when I go to my spot. Fuck you, game.
Lucia, please and thank you goes a long way.
Partners again. Towards C.
Hey, Charlie.
Towards C.
Angry.
Gonna kick you in the part nards.
Partners. That's good. I like that.
Lucia just has to uppercut me at that point.
I'm gonna need a second to process that.
I don't think you want that second, friend. I don't think you really want that second. I'm just warning you now.
Second is not a good second to live through. Do not do it.
Alright, I'm gonna go with AC this time. Should be
Alright,
good.
BD. Let's go.
Yeah, conditioning.
I don't need
Let's
the
go.
AC right now. It's winter.
Yeah, I need the booty dock instead. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought it was Big Dick. Biggest dickus.
Fucking
No.
aim your asses right.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
that
he
was
does. He does have exude big dick energy,
I guess-
Brute Bomber.
I always thought it was BD's. BD's nuts.
BD Mongolians? Oh, oh,
I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ!
Thank you, sir.
oh my god!
That was incredible.
I'm gonna take that and walk. Nobody died, I'm gonna just walk and move on to the next fucking mechanic.
I don't fucking deserve this. I don't deserve this. I need a damage down. When's the next time I can get a damage down?
Don't!
No,
Get the
Sherm,
clear.
Sherm, you wanna know why? You wanna know why it worked out?
What?
Because we mentioned BDs.
Nuts.
Hey.
You do deserve it.
We mentioned the good Mongolian place.
Hey, there we go.
Mongolian.
Though it is the only
Spread.
Mongolian place I know of.
Fred.
Spread, Lucia, spread.
In
Oh.
spread, in spread.
Oh,
Spread, damn it!
well, now we were being too Canadian about it.
Not back into spread.
You don't have to
Back
move.
from
I
Charlie,
have
from
freedom.
Charlie into spread.
Into spread.
Oh, I might want to do this.
Spread, 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 spread.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh
God,
my
Lucia.
god, saved my life. I put out a
2
shield.
minutes.
Painted.
Brutal impact.
Honesty.
I put out my shield at the very
I've
last
got
second.
nothing, by the way, Lena. Like, literally nothing right now.
Got it.
That last second shield literally saved me.
I don't
He's
need to
turning.
use.
Alright.
Alright.
Sorry, Bombos, what were you saying?
I heal, but I just need everyone in the same spot.
That's true.
Yes.
All
Try
right.
to encourage that with passage.
Mind your chains.
Well, I need people to be a lot tighter than that.
We're going to 1 after this. We're going to 1
Fuck
after
you.
this. Go to
Need
1.
Zoomies.
I was already here, you fucking dipshit grundling asshole.
Partners. Out partners.
Out partners.
Now you get to be with me, Lucia.
Oh,
No.
What the?
I got him.
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Focus
There.
on healing.
I got it.
I just screwed up.
Oh,
Yeah. It just happens.
No, that was just user error.
Yeah, let's not worry about it. Alright.
I thought it. By the way, Gate just walked up unharmed. I thought it was you missed him.
No, he was still in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, in.
Support's out.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Slightly off center. Keep that in mind. What's DPS out?
I'm in the wrong spot.
Fine.
Partners. Proximity.
Go to
No,
Charlie.
no,
Go
no
Charlie.
partner.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I die.
I'm gonna die.
You're a tank.
I'm not gonna die.
That's a wall.
I'm a wall.
You're welcome.
I'm surprised. How come I didn't die? Oh, I guess it was on supports. I guess that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sure, as to why you didn't die, I direct you to the thing in your left hand.
Alright, deep breath. Alright. Let's clear comms and just focus on this.
Yeah.
I want you to know I held back their bagels. I easily could have. I
want to be done with this fight tonight.
Let's focus up. Let's focus on the fight.
Sure, just DM me what you wanted to say. Just let it be free.
Fuck. I'll have to figure out a different way to do that.
Somebody screw something up with their opener so we can make this to clear.
I screwed up my opener.
So.
Good.
Can't be gaming too hard.
I put protraction on myself instead of octave for bigger shields.
Good. Bongos? Oh my god.
He's fine. I'll move. Give me a
Red
second.
out. Red out. Red proximity at Alpha.
Brad?
Brutal impact.
Tainted.
Battled. Growth.
What the f-
Nice.
What? You know what?
6.
Damn. Tough route.
Bubbles going out. Ours, not bubbles. Wrong fucking fight.
I understood
Bubbles.
what you meant.
Yeah.
Ooh, bubbles. No touch my
There's
bubbles.
blowing babies allowed.
Hey,
in this
book
race.
up time. Let's go.
What's that? Uptime for nerds.
Hey, my book actually does damage.
It does.
But does it do more damage than Sherm's shield?
No, but he has a ranged AoE.
You know, that is one minor complaint that I have about Paladin. I would love an auto attack animation that like includes a shield dash.
That'd be cool.
Well, why would they do that for an auto attack when they have it for a regular attack that you don't
Shut up.
anymore? Because it no longer
160k.
exists.
It is
God
niche in
damn it,
Dungeons
Lena.
because It's a free stun.
Partners
In and partners.
in.
Alright, this time I will be partner.
I don't want to see any of that Canadian-ness, you two.
Knockback partners from Beta.
Knockback from Bravo. Partners.
Oh shit.
Please not here.
Brutal impact.
I actually had to use a holy and right to make sure I could weave in that addle.
We appreciate
The
yes,
rare holy, not for movement.
I did it for movement.
I did for movement.
Mhm.
Did it for
I didn't do it for you, Bubba Baka. I did it for movement.
Look at that XCOT go up. No, it didn't go up. Fuck! I'm so mad.
I hit magic phase at just the right time.
I am legitimately upset. That's a loss of DPS.
Focus on your chains.
Yeah, focus on your chain. The X-Cog of shame.
Try me 100 potency river.
My DPS is already
We're
shit
going to
enough.
1 after this. We are going to 1 after this.
In spread. In spread.
Lucia, Bagels, I don't want to see any more shenanigans.
We're fine. We're fine.
And to
Seraph
I will
coming
get my
out.
shield out as soon as I can. Never mind, it broke the shield before I had a chance to spread it.
I'm still waiting for the legendary tick where you get both the spread and the personal shield.
One day.
He is down.
DPS out, ports in. Flop.
DPS in, sports out.
Not, proximity partner.
Go to Delta, go to Delta.
Shield Samba here.
Partners.
Oh, Geet's dead.
It's fine.
Oh my
No,
god.
he is not!
fuck you! I used
No worries.
second wind and my shield
Wow.
and got healed.
Use
Range
field.
to one, melee
Clear
strike,
comms.
Range to 1. DPS of long. Supports have short. Sherm go when ready. Sherm go.
Keep going, Lucian.
Yep.
Come on, there we go.
Octave go. Waiting a second. Mina go. Lucha go.
Come on. Thank you.
Gate go. Bagels go. Bongos go. I will wait a second.
Virtual time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till
We got time.
Field.
Good. Collapse.
Bagels, I saw you, or Bagels, I saw you walk right for that. That was bullshit.
I walked with people who already did those.
MP low.
Oh my god, Lucia.
I actually missed a
be okay?
cast. Lucy just came off cooldown, but yeah, I missed a cast there.
I was just going
Pots?
to like,
Pots.
you need a little bit more juice there.
Juice.
I'll be fine
Who's
in a
got the
second.
juice?
That's okay. I got healing on this.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Any Sly Cooper fans out
Partners
there?
after. Partners after. Partners after.
1, 2,
Oh, I forgot to addle this.
3.
It's fucking noticeable.
It'll 4, 5, and out. Sorry. 6 and in.
There goes
Sorry.
the audio
Why
again.
is the fucking audio gone? What the fuck?
Okay, I'm noticing it too now. What the hell?
Yeah,
Not for
it's
me.
There it goes.
really fucking. No! Why did I hit that button?
Oh,
Bagels!
Man, Lucia's dead.
I got Lucia.
Maybe it just.
just
Let
LB.
it rip,
Just
let it
LB.
rip.
Okay, I'm working on it.
Yeah, LB I think was smarter there because we were all low. AB. Plus you have plenty of time
I'm
here.
sorry.
Thank you for the cover, Sherm.
Wasn't needed, but
Check your tether.
Find
check
your
your
chain.
tether.
Watch your tethers.
Crossover, don't go too far. And get hit by the boss and your chain. We are going to
3.
Three.
Knock back into spread from Alpha.
Go to Alpha.
Alright.
Brad.
Brutal impact. I don't have.
Shield some of this, please.
You've already summoned.
Thank you.
I got Veil. I'm gonna hold it because we're almost through this.
Yeah. Fail this part. Alright, I'm putting Xcog on Octave,
I'm good.
Lena.
Okay.
His help. Oh, it's on Charm. Just. God damn it.
We've been holding this the whole time.
I know. I fucked it up. I'm thinking the next one.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Middle. Everyone middle
It's
for
on
future
that
foe.
one.
Everyone middle for future foe. We'll be starting at 4. We'll be going into 3. Back middle, back middle. Modified clocks. They dodging the AoE.
Partners.
Out in partners, out in partners, out in partners.
I hope it's on supports. It was. I was not out though.
I'm gonna grab Sherm.
I'm gonna just
Brutal
focus
Impact.
on Brutal Impact. Please, Seraphism.
Don't heal me.
Please.
I've got Transcendent.
We're fine, we're fine, we're fine.
I got Bongos.
Bongos.
Okay, keep it active for
Towers.
the next buster.
Hours, hours.
Oh, shit. Can you heal up Bongos, please? Thank you.
I focus up.
Same tower spots.
Oh gosh.
Go to the
Oh,
middle.
I was in that.
1.
Go to 1.
Go to 1. Go to 1.
Oh, I was in that one.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sherm.
Crossover.
Hey,
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 hey, hey,
Oh, wait.
hey, hey.
I misread
Okay.
that.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Sherm, you sure?
Somebody's got to get me up.
Broke.
I'm taking damage, I'm taking damage.
I got it. I got
I'm
it.
down still.
All right, I'm gonna kitchen sink this and see where it gets me.
I got you up as fast as I can, but I got nothing.
I'll take one.
We got this.
Not-
Just live. Just live.
Ow!
Jesus! Oh no.
Son of a bitch. It's still clear enough. It's still clear enough.
I'm
1.2.
Lucia, use the
1%.
healer, LB.
Use the other one.
You literally
Guys, topped up.
just kill him. Just kill him.
It's fine. It's fine. 0.8, 0.7.
Maybe
You
get
have until the end of this.
Okay, we might have this.
Yeah, they got it.
Barry, you're about to go in the trash. You're about to go in the trash, Barry. Barry, go in the trash.
Let's go.
Does it again.
I just ate the fairy to get an extra energy burst.
Oh my god.
The image of Lucia just reaching for Carvey and biting the head off like
Do we need to do a
Ozzy
photo?
Osbourne.
No.
No.
Photo? Okay, we'll just do this.
I've cleared
Alright.
this group.
Lucia, I
Free
take it
for
back.
all.
I take it back. That 100 potency makes all the difference.
Um,
I got
Free
it.
for
Two.
all.
I got a 99, so yeah.
No.
Oh,
You know what? You were one of the ones living at the end with me in Octave. You can have it.
I got
sounds
it
like a
too.
bluff.
Everything hurts.
I got a
I'm calling your
77.
bluff. Damn it!
He was not wrong.
Why would you do it?
When I say I rolled a 99, I mean I rolled a 99.
High fives with Octave and Bongos there at the end where we're like, no, fuck it. Just kitchen sink the shit out of this.
Go
I am
ahead.
posting something in media and memes to help calm us all down.
Okay, finally.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Baby raccoons.
Why is it always the last
Aw.
player that's the most scuffed?
Because who cares
Oh,
who
no.
we got there?
That was really
Aw, that's so
tough.
fucking cute.
Yes, it is.
That is exactly why I posted it, because after that.
God Damn, yeah. You know what? It's still not as bad as Honeybee, where we were still had another 30 minutes before we finally fucking completed it.
Do we want to do any M4S tonight?
I don't know, man.
I'd say do a ready check.
Yeah.
I have to be up in 4 hours. So
You know what? I'm gonna say no. Let's just no. We're just gonna skip
no
it.
too.
Yeah,
I'm
if
gonna go to
Octopath
bed.
be up that quick, then no.
I wait for the no, the zone calls, and I wish to do something that's not.
Eve calls for me.
I'm for those who are watching the stream, I'm gonna just pass you guys off to Lynn and go pass out.
Oh, right.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, can somebody?
Alright, good job, everybody. Have a great night.
Yep, thank
Hell
you.
yeah. I'll be out tomorrow, but good luck on M4.
Oh, we're not doing.
We're
We're
not
not
doing
doing.
tomorrow.
Too many people
Oh,
are
right,
out tomorrow,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'll be doing Pictomancer storyline, but that's it.
Ooh, enjoy how much fun Pictomancer is.
How was I?
I liked it so much I went from 80 to 100, so I'm looking forward to the story.
Picto is very fun.
It's a nice story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a very good story.
Weird fact with it. Apparently, and Raft found this out. Raft Games, the guy who's doing it solo only. Apparently, you need to complete Stormblood to do the job quest for it.
Yes.
It's the most bizarre requirement ever.
Oh, it's because of
Location.
time frame
Yeah.
and locations.
One of the locations you have to go through requires you to go past the point he was stuck on in Stormblood.
I mean, if you're just playing through casually, though, you'll probably already have completed Stormblood. By
Right,
the time
it
you
is.
play Picto.
It is literally that scenario. Well, so that not quite true. A friend of mine has Picto unlocked already, and she just through doing natural dailies alongside doing her stuff, she was just naturally already has a 90.
That happened to me when I was on the free trial. I very quickly got this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my alt, who just has White Mage and nothing else, is a level 65 and just got to Ravana. So yeah.
Yeah, you just
Good
burn
night,
through it.
everybody.
All right, good night.
Good night.
This is fun.
Good night, everybody. Good luck tomorrow.
Good night.
We're not doing it tomorrow.
Well, there's other people who are there's other people going out and doing things tomorrow. So,
Oh,
yep.
fair enough.
Good night.
Well,
You know
good
what? Maybe
luck
I'll
with
look into
good luck with
doing
life
Digimon or
tomorrow.
something
Then.
tomorrow.
You know what?
Yeah.
Good idea. Hey, good night, all.
Hey,
I need to murder people with my new Gallonmon.
sounds like fun. Oh my god. Okay. All right. We crawled through at the end, but we managed to get it. Tomorrow we'll be talking to Kupopo and doing some Pictomancer stuff. So thank you all for coming. But yes, we'll definitely do it. A dub is a dub is a dub is a dub. We take those. So let's go ahead and put up a raid. We're gonna go raid Lynn, because she raided me earlier this week, and it is all unfair in Love and War and raiding. Unfortunately, she is doing stuff that I can't do. She's currently in Liurnia Lakes, so at the very least, I don't have to worry about that. But yeah. Oh. Insane. Raid started. Thank you guys for coming. Hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you tomorrow for some Pictomancer. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye-bye.